Welcome back, everybody, to the Analyst Desk. I apologize for these technical difficulties we are having on this day.
Yes, on this day of days.
Okay.
What?
Looks like we're still having issues with Facebook, so this is
Of course we are.
But now Twitch is working.
Whoa, that's so cool. Everybody go over to Twitch. Plug in that Twitch account, you know.
I apologize, everyone, for this live streaming issue. For anyone who's watching on the YouTube side, we are doing our very best to get this working. But anyone
don't judge us if this is your first time. We got plenty of other episodes to work quite fine.
Yeah, I think this is honestly where this is just a one-off. It looks like we're back. So welcome everybody to another edition of the Analyst Desk. If you missed it earlier, we were just discussing the Canada versus Slovakia game, and great game for Canada overall. I don't think anyone has really any complaints.
It's true. I don't have any complaints.
I'm sure Dan has complaints, right, Dan?
Oh, the
comments are coming through. Hello, Dan.
So if anyone's wondering, just refresh your page. I refreshed my Facebook account on my phone because it was an old episode and there was a little bit of delay between the episodes. So now it's been enough of a delay that the old live episode is done. So refresh your page and jump on the live episode now. And then all your comments will be able to show up just like how mine just did. I can't believe I figured something out. Holy cow.
Whoa, you had a drone above your head?
Whoa, Key here joining us at the YouTube side of the desk. And at least now all the comments are coming on screen. So here we go. I had a drone above my house for 2 hours last night and cops were across the street. The cops must have complained that I know too much about the IIHF and told Switzerland to throw the game. That's what it's got to be. 100%. We back with that. So
the Swiss played a great game, though. Like I don't think
did.
Like it just Czechia just overpowered them at the end of the day.
They did.
I got another gas to ask since we just did one of the old ones. Let's do one of this one.
Yes, there is that. Yes, there is that. Is it ass?
I said earlier how Slovakia played better than the record. I felt bad for them, but Gasso asked, Switzerland was the biggest surprise of this tournament so far. Right, played tremendous, and no one expected them to be this good.
I would agree to that. Yeah, gas. Sorry, I almost said ass. No, it was gas. Oh, definitely.
I'd say
that. My beautiful butt.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Key's reminding us of Six Nations comment said that scared to play Sweden, and Canada could potentially have to play Sweden, whether it's a gold medal game or a bronze medal game. Yeah. And yeah, as Key's pointing out, Czech is not going to be an easy semifinal matchup at all.
We almost lost to them 7-5.
And you can't believe the U.S. lost. And I'm going to be honest with you.
I was right again.
I can believe the U.S. lost. Now, I do want to say this, and then Adam, we can discuss, and so can
be my cocky self. Yeah. I agree.
I feel goaltending was not the problem today for the States. I thought Kemp played good enough. Look, am I saying, did he play as well as Rimpinen from Finland? No, but I don't think that was the expectation. His expectation was to play good enough, give you a chance to win, and I felt he did. You look at the end of that third period after the States tied it, there's that one humongous save with about 20 seconds left. That save alone, to me, gave you a chance to win that game. I think in overtime, Finland just looked more organized than the States. I can think of the States going offside in overtime, or they get the puck and Cole Hudson just takes a weak shot from around the blue line if no traffic. The States in the overtime, it's like they didn't know how to play 3-on-3 hockey. I'm not a fan of 3-on-3 overtime in a elimination game, but that's what it is. And at the end of the day, the U.S., I feel, lost that game because, I I just honestly don't think they're as good this year as they've been in years past.
Yeah.
And B, the overtime they played atrocious. I thought that overtime, the key to 3-on-3 overtime is to control the puck. What are your guys' thoughts on my comments?
I agree. Oh.
Yeah. I actually have a different opinion why they lost in overtime.
Oh,
Why they lost this game in total, I should actually say.
Ooh.
They lost this game because I felt like offensively, and I think this is a big thing, like I think even across the tournament wise, is that like they were very much dependent on Cole Hudson creating a lot of offense when he was on the ice.
Yeah.
He created the first 2 goals.
Right.
And then it's like I think they became I think their offense was good though. I will say like their forwards played great today. Like they did their job for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But like Cole Hudson just creates so much offense for them and is so much better than the other US defensemen. And it's like when he's not out there, it's like the offense isn't being created or if like James Hagens isn't out there. Like it feels like the offense can only be created by so many players. And it's like they're just so one-dimensional at times that it felt like it was inevitable that Finland were going to come back and win it. Like I thought when they scored the 3-2 goal, I'm like, this game's over. Like, there's no way the States are gonna like they're just gonna deflate the States. Of course, it didn't because they forced OT. But it was like even then, I was like, okay, I still think Finland's gonna win this game. Like I never felt like the US were really in control of that game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, totally.
It didn't like at 2-1, they just didn't feel like they were fully in control, and it felt like Finland were just going to get back into the game because they were playing well after that first period. Like it just felt like Reppinen was just like he just looked he looked unbeatable.
He did.
Like and he gave up 3 goals, but like I don't know. The US this year just didn't like I didn't feel like they were as dynamic as they have been in the last 5 tournaments.
I agree with that.
They didn't feel as dynamic.
And what's tough for the States is losing to Finland is a very good team, but they're going to feel like this year was a failure.
So 100%.
Get to the middle round after back-to-back gold medals is tough, but like Finland US was the gold medal game last year. So I think the States are going to have to look at this game and be like, look, we played a really good team and we came up a little short. But I still think they have some pieces that they can build on for years obviously for next year and moving forward. But it's got to be tough for these kids, to be playing on home ice, have the home crowd there, and just not be able to get the job done at the end of the day. Like that's gotta be a tough pill to swallow.
Pretty crazy. Like I think you gotta give Finland so much respect and credit. I said this since like day 1 of the tournament. I think Finland looked like the best team in this tournament because you look at like teams like Canada and even America, when they played countries like Latvia and Denmark, they almost came into the games like half asleep. Like Latvia took Canada into overtime, right? And different things like that. But then when Finland played Latvia, they beat them 8-0. And I think the key is Finland never gave a little percent ever. They put the gas on the throttle 100% for the whole tournament. And not to be greedy and win up the score or anything like that, but I think they did that because now, like today, when it has such a competitive game, they were in game shape. They were ready. They didn't have to ramp up another gear because they were already in overdrive gear. They were already ready to go. I got to give them so much credit for that. And I think Lampinen, the goalie there, if Finland makes the gold medal game, I think he's winning MVP of the tournament.
That's not a bad take at all, Dan. I mean, in all honesty, goaltending for Finland, we knew was going to be a humongous strength for this group, right? Like we knew that this was going to be arguably what was going to be a big difference maker for them. And I thought Rimpinen today played phenomenal. He really kept Finland in the game when the States took control. And especially in that third period, keeping that game 2-1 for so long was critical. But at the end of the day, for the States, I think this is going to be a very tough pill to swallow. As a Canadian, it was really hard to watch Canada lose in Canada. So I will sympathize with, our American viewers and America who just were not able to just weren't able to get the job done at this World Junior. But I do agree with Adam, especially. I think it really just came down to the offense was running too much on one player.
Yeah.
Same with I think they have a lot of one-dimensional players on Team USA. I don't think they were focused. I think they were focused on a me game, not a team game, if that makes any sense.
100% does.
And I think they were just too cocky. You heard Cole Eiserman's interview during either the first or second intermission, and he said, I'm going to have my stick taped the same way next game. Not if we get to the next game.
Yeah,
that's changing that. I'm going to have this taped the same way. And I think America just assumed they were going to win today.
100%.
They didn't. And absolutely, Dennis, I do agree. Both teams, you got to give so much credit to.
Oh, 100%.
Both Finland and the US. This was the game of the
game of the day for sure. It was
phenomenal. So far. I would even say the game of the tournament. No,
it was that good.
It was a game that we had a couple days ago. But
it feels like a couple weeks, doesn't it?
This game had everything. It had big hits. It had pushing and shoving. It had great goaltending. It had beautiful offense. His game had everything that makes a World Junior game phenomenal. And it's almost disappointing that this is a game that one team goes away feeling like they failed because it was such a phenomenal game.
But let's put it out there too.
I
mean, you might want to say Connor might have came back with the States because the States was very adamant that Canada and America would be in different groups. And if they weren't so adamant about that and Canada and America was in the same group, it could have been a different outcome because they might have not faced Finland.
I mean, you could argue about putting in your third string against Sweden. You beat Sweden, play Latvia. And no disrespect to Latvia, who I thought actually played a pretty good game today.
They did, yeah. They had
but the talent, and again, no disrespect to Latvia, but Finland is at another echelon of talent. And I'm not saying Latvia won't get there at some point. I think every year Latvia is getting a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the States just made some critical errors that kind of struggled for them. But let's get back to the comment section here. It's embarrassing that there was a winter quote classic. Yeah, it was a weird winter classic. If you can call it that, in Florida during the IIHF quarterfinals. What were they thinking? I've actually argued the NHL, when there's no Olympics or anything, this should just be their all-star break kind of thing. Just take a longer break over the holidays, because so many people, a lot of hockey fans are watching the World Juniors and not watching the NHL.
True.
Let's be honest. Out of the three of us here, what did you watch? Did you watch the World Juniors today, or did you watch the NHL today?
World Juniors. I'm following the NHL on my phone, but that's it.
I watched a little bit of the Winter Classic, but I don't know. It was 4-1 when I switched over, so I was like, eh.
I flipped it over to see how weird it was.
It was strange. I didn't like it. It's not, I will say, I've already said this. I said this yesterday, but the Winter Classic wasn't you can't have, Florida could be in the game. I could care less if Florida played in the game. Really, it doesn't really matter to me. But don't, you can't have, you have it in the name. It's called the Winter Classic. And I saw a photo today. I'm the Winter Classic. It said the Winter Classic. This is the epitome of the Winter Classic. And it's the big Michigan, Detroit,
Leafs, that was a phenomenal
the Big
game.
House 2014 in the snow, or the 2008, the first edition of it. It's nothing can really top those two games, because that's the epitome of the Winter Classic. You're playing in the snow. It's the epitome of it. I love those two games, but nothing that wasn't a Winter Classic. That was basically just the NHL milking Florida for all its money, basically.
100%.
That's all it was.
100% it was.
Well, and too, I see these things. Florida played its first outdoor game. It wasn't outdoors. That's like saying I own a convertible and I open my sunroof.
Yeah,
it's not an outdoor game.
That's not an outdoor game. And if this was the Stadium Series, I have no problem with it. I thought the jerseys looked great. I don't know why they played. I don't know why they got the guided from Despacito, just because I don't think that song's really relevant anymore in 2026.
That was so funny. Because Jacob, it was only really funny because Americans have been complaining about Spanish-speaking music for the Super Bowl. So it's kind of funny that they did a song.
Yeah.
That song is also heavily inappropriate for a song to be playing at an NHL game, which has a bunch of kids there. That is a heavily inappropriate song.
You think
That's
so?
what I thought.
No, the lyrics. Dan, have you ever heard the lyrics? Like, do you know what the lyrics mean?
He does not.
No, I just kind of
Look up-
dancing and I'm driving,
Hey, Dan, when we get off, go to YouTube and look up Despacito lyrics in English. It is a dirty.
We are not going to explain the lyrics live
No,
on the air.
we're not. I wasn't going to do that. That's why I told him to do it.
I
now.
thought before Dan looked it up. But overall, I mean, I think we can say Finland, congratulations, phenomenal job. US, better luck next time, bud.
I just want to add a note on Adam's great point about the
Yeah, Dennis was not.
Yeah,
a fan of the
100%.
Classic either.
Like, I want to add a great to Adam's point about the Winter Classic. Like, I agree, those two Adam mentioned were like dominant. The other one was dominant. I think was the first one in 2004 was Edmonton versus Montreal.
Oh yeah.
And I just feel like it was a great thing to do after that 04 lockout season. It was a great thing to have people talk about hockey again. I think they should do one a year on January 1st. But I don't know so much about this year, but the last 5 years or so, they've had like multiple versions of it. And they've had like outdoor games in like February and in November. And it's just way too much for me. I feel like we're just milking the cash cow here and it's lost its significance, right? I feel like it should be instead of an all-star game, you could even do something like that, just do like a once a year and New Year's all break of two teams playing in an outdoor stadium. I'm fine if Florida's part of Winter Classic, but not in Florida. Where we make a ball hockey? Like, play a outdoor stadium. And people are saying, I see it, I forget the Instagrammer's name, so I apologize, but I saw someone talk about what next we're going to do Toronto and the Habs in the Sky Dome with the roof open. Like, come on, people. Like, the NHL, I think I love you, but you really failed on this one. You have failed on them in the past, I would say, 5 years or so.
You know what? I think the biggest miss of the Winter Classic this year. This is the last year of the Bills in their stadium.
Oh yeah,
the Winter Classic should have been in Buffalo this year, in that legendary stadium, which I know would have been harder to make work because of the Buffalo Bills. But I think that's just such a missed opportunity.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Brilliant, Jacob.
Guys, guess. I want you guys to guess. Nobody comment what it is. If you guys know 100%. Where this is being hosted next year, don't say a thing. I want you guys to guess where the 2027 Winter Classic is going to be held. And
I thought it was in Winnipeg.
Nope. Oh my God, Jacob, how many times do I have to tell you? That's the Heritage Classic.
Same thing.
You're killing me here. Where do you think the Winter Classic is going to be held?
With his
knowing the NHL and how they're totally failing this, I would say Utah.
Carolina.
No, that is not where I think this place is. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. They're being held at the Bristol Motor Speedway between Nashville and the Hurricanes.
Oh, I heard
that. Right, it's Carolina.
They're going to a motor. I think that's in Texas. Is that not in Texas?
I think it might actually be in Carolina. But I could be wrong.
I don't actually know where Bristol Motor Speedway is.
I think it's in South Carolina.
You know what, guys? We have the ability to look things up because we have the internet in 2020.
So I seen
Tennessee.
As a great point, Adam. I'm seeing this on Instagram, and the problem with doing it in a racetrack. Okay, my car viewers out here, you'll understand.
That's gonna be interesting.
The weight, where are you going to put the weight? Oh, Texas. Thank you, Dennis. I thought it was South Carolina. My bad. I'm not an expert in American geography. So the mistake about doing this in a race car stadium. Good idea on paper. But the problem is the racetrack goes around the middle of the stadium, right? So that the fans who are sitting at the edge of the track is closest to the action. You can't put a hockey game in the edge. No. So you have to put a hockey game in the middle of the stadium. Now, normally in a NASCAR setting, that's where all the RVs park. That's where the pit stop lane is. That's where the camera crews go, right? Because all those different things, because you got to store all these things somewhere. So the problem is by putting the hockey rink there, you got the racetrack in the way between the hockey game and the seats. and you can't put the seats on the racetrack because on a turning NASCAR track, there's a very high elevation in the track, so NASCAR cars can hit 200 miles an hour. So you literally can't walk up. Like you try walking up a track, you literally can't do it because of the grade. So you can't put seats on it. So the problem is the game itself is going to be so far away from the seats, no one's going to see anything.
The games are already like, and you could see it. Like even today, the fans were really far away. I know that was like that. That's what happened in 2020 when Corey Perry had to embarrassingly walk like so far to get back to the dressing room. Corey Perry,
right? That's another problem.
When he got kicked out of the game, like it's like you can't.
No problem.
Like, why are we doing it in Tennessee?
And that's a great point that I didn't even get to about the fencing, right?
They're doing it in such a stupid place too. Why are you hosting a game in Tennessee? Like that's going to be even worse. Like it's going to be just as bad as in Florida. Like it's going to be even worse because there's no cover. There's no cover to keep the ice at like a decent. Like what is the NHL doing? Like they're just ruining the Winter Classic.
The problem is the NHL. They're trying to find. I think they're just so focused on let's just do something different. Where sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No one's going to make a tire a square. And I feel like they're trying to make a tire a square.
Yeah, this is just stupid. So stupid.
And they have tried different forms of tires. And, they've tried all kinds of different weird forms of tires.
Tire,
exactly. They tried all kinds of weird tires. But the point is, we always just go back to round and rubber. Why? We've been doing this over 100 years. That's how it works. I would say 125 years now. And that's how it works. Actually, more like 130 years because it was about the 1890s they started using rubber tires. So we've been doing this for 130 years. So, yeah, we try rubberless tires, we try tracks, we try rectangles, and no. This is the way a tire works.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Winter Classic, from what I heard, wasn't even sold out today either. So, I mean,
not even close.
Not good. I think we'll just put that as a.
Someone brought their dog to the game. Put it in perspective. That's how empty the seats were.
I mean, I would totally bring my dog to the game if I did.
Oh, I would too. I'm not criticizing.
There was apparently like nearly 40,000 people there. Apparently, according to like the broadcast.
Like okay, but the stadium holds like 70,000.
Yeah, it's
right. It's
so bad. So bad. So,
they're not only trying to make it square, they're trying to make a paper square tire and take it a Rubik's Cube to get it moving. Yeah, like they're just trying to make that real here, guys. And you know what? I just think it's the NHL needs to give their head a shake.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And just try to think
of made so many questionable decisions. Like they if the Olympics get screwed up too, it's like the NHL should just get it, like stop trying to interfere. I still think the NHL shouldn't have even been interfering in the Olympic Games with how the Olympics are ran. Like the NHL, I can almost guarantee we're not coming back to the Olympics unless you let our rules take over some of your rules and you let our guy run the suspensions and you let some of our referees come over. I'm like, this is dumb. Just let the IOC and the IIHF run the Olympics like they've been doing for the last 70 plus years, whatever, how long the hockey's been going on there. They know what they're doing. You don't know what you're doing, Gary Bettman. No. You're delusional in your brain if you think you know what you're going to be doing.
He's you're totally 42 in a karate class.
Like,
or 42 now.
But it just annoys me.
I have another gas alas. I'm just have so much in my farts tonight. I need to get from all out. So. Dan
loves seeing gas pumps and donkey butts. It's why you always see him at gas stations late at night by himself, alone and scared.
Oh, that's good.
Or is it ass?
People may deny it, but let's be honest, Eric. The attendance of the World Hockey Junior Championships have been horrifically bad. Okay? And the Winter Classic today was horrifically bad. So I'm sitting there watching the broadcast in Minnesota, and they go into Missing, and Key will go back to your drones. They're flying the drone over the cities and all that. So they flew a drone over St. Paul, wherever the heck they are. And guess what I saw? A football stadium. And I'm like, holy cow. gas or ass. They should do a winter classic for the World Juniors.
Ass.
Whoa!
Okay, I have a
Ass.
gas and ass for after this. Actually, I have a
Ass.
really good question.
Ass.
Gas.
That's gas.
Yes, you gas out of
Gas.
it. You with me?
Gas.
so
That's
ass.
fire. That's such
That'd
a
be
good
a
idea.
great
I think
idea.
it's a terrible idea.
Because I think they've done a game in that stadium before. Like if it's the
No, but
Minnesota,
guys,
like the
do
Uni
you
of
really want
Minnesota.
to see a team get eliminated off bad ice?
Not eliminate a game. I'm
You want to do
talking
a
like
pre-tournament game?
not a
group
pre-tournament game.
They
One
did
of
a
the
group
4
game in
games of the
Buffalo.
qualifiers.
Yeah, just do a group game
Yeah,
like they did in
exactly,
Buffalo.
100%.
I
Like
don't know.
New
They did
Year's
a game in
Eve, December
Buffalo, man.
31st, Winter Classic.
I think that'd be cool.
Boom, fire. Pay
Yeah,
me
that
$1 million
sounds
bucks.
Jacob, stop ruining the fun. This is
having fun. You know what? Just
this
get
is
yourself a
fun,
library
Jacob.
card.
You're supposed to have fun. And I think that's a cool idea. They did it in Buffalo. Like Minnesota's cold enough where you could have done it there.
See a Rubik's Cube.
Like,
But why are you saying ass, Jacob?
Because number one, you'd have to make the tickets triple the price to make it even profitable.
To make more money, perfect.
But who's to say people will spend it?
They'll spend it.
Number two, there's a lot of setup and prep work, and you're in the middle of college football playoffs and NFL finales.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to. Don't forget, the World Juniors travels the world, right? So it's not going to affect it every year. I say do one in Sweden, do one in Finland, do one in
do one
Latvia,
in Edmonton.
everywhere it goes.
Going to
Do
Edmonton.
one
next
outdoor
year.
game.
I
I'm
mean,
sure
actually, you could do it in Edmonton.
Do it in the
because you have,
Commonwealth.
100%.
Commonwealth right there.
Yeah.
not being
Do it in
used.
Commonwealth. The CFL is not going to be happening. The CFL doesn't happen during the World Juniors.
No, that would
This
be
is a brilliant idea.
Jacob, your ass just got destroyed. No, that's not.
Literally.
Please never
100%.
say that again. Adam.
No, your answer got destroyed because of my genius.
I got to take it out Taco Bell, yo.
You know
I
what?
immediately
destroyed.
regretted it.
Hey, you know what,
Immediately
guys?
regretted it.
I'm still saying ass. I still don't like it, but you guys have made it less ass. How
Okay.
about that?
Can I do my gasser ass now?
Man, you know
100%.
what? You're just gonna make Dan way too excited. Yes, there is ass. Yes, there is ass. Or is it ass?
Okay. Mine is gas or ass. The U.S. won't host another World Juniors for at least 5 or more years because of the attendance for this tournament.
Yes. You
Yeah,
put
it
it
was just
in
so bad.
one of the biggest hockey states, and no one is going.
Literally no
Yeah.
one.
The gold medal game is going to have an embarrassing attendance.
It will. It'll be a joke. They'll probably
it
have
will
like
be bad.
6,000 people there, maybe.
Maybe.
4,000 from Winnipeg.
Maybe
Canada
12,000, yeah.
Dan, I
It'll be
think 12,000 is
embarrassing.
being generous. You'll be lucky to get 6,000 at the gold medal game.
Wow.
Because you
Unless
see,
it's
like,
Canada, because you might get Canadians willing to cross the border, which we're not going to get into that, but I
Yeah.
do think that's part of it.
because at least in like Halifax, like Canadians actually showed out for games in
And
which
in
Canada
Halifax,
wasn't
it was like
involved.
that in Finland.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Finland actually.
Evil way. I mean, especially Halifax. Oh my gosh. You get like Latvia versus Germany, and it'd be like
It's
95% sold.
Yeah, the support was amazing. I hope Halifax gets another tournament soon because they were
That'd be
amazing.
great. I'm with you on
Like,
that.
Unpopular
And
opinion, I don't
imagine-
know Halifax get an NHL team. It won't happen.
Imagine
Probably
how
do.
much better they'll do, like how much better attendance and how the tournament will look when they have more time to actually prepare for the tournament because they took that on such short notice, that tournament.
And it was still great.
Yeah, it was still great. Like they did a phenomenal, like the ice wasn't doing too great near the end of the tournament, but that's because they didn't have time to really prepare for like the amount of games they were going to be hosting. Like I don't think they were fully prepared for it. Like they just didn't have enough time, of course.
No.
I think with more preparation, they'll do it. Like it'll look even better if that's even possible from how it looks.
No, and I'm going to go off. I really do feel America's. I'm even going to go further than you, Adam, and say 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you look, Canada gets it every 2
Other
years.
year. Oh, it's every
right?
other year. I
Mhm.
thought
Which is every two.
basically it's almost every other year.
Yeah,
Basically,
they get every 2 years. And then like Finland did better, Sweden did better. Switzerland is just beautiful. Who doesn't want to go to Switzerland for a vacation?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know it's tough because then you're
like
trying
Davos
to do
and all that.
Angler, which
their
makes
arenas are beautiful in Switzerland.
But let's get back to the comment section. I believe you are
Never new viewer.
new to the desk, so welcome. Even
Welcome.
smaller places that hosted World Juniors like Regina and Saskatoon had way better turnout.
100%.
And you know what? Actually, I argue the World
100%.
Juniors just phenomenal in those smaller markets in Canada because they're craving that.
Oh, for sure.
It's why you see like the CFL, for example, does so much better out west in these smaller markets than it does in Eastern Canada in these larger markets because people are craving for this kind of stuff out there.
100%.
But yeah, I am very curious to see what the attendance is like for the semis.
Imagine doing an outdoor World Juniors hockey game in Regina, Saskatoon, Winnipeg. Like, it'll be phenomenal.
I mean, you're getting an outdoor game in Winnipeg next year. I'm excited to see that. And yeah,
Serious joke. All by
I don't
US.
know if I would call it a choke job by the States, although I'm not upset seeing the States eliminated.
It was pretty bad, though.
But Dan, you were playing Finland.
I get that, but
Finland,
still, you're hosting the tournament.
But hold on. You only beat Finland in overtime at the gold medal game, and your team, everyone knew the U.S. team was not as good this year as what it was.
I get that. But still, you're hosting on your soil.
They've never won on their soil.
Never won.
I know. But they've won 2 golds in back-to-back. You want to make it a fleet beat. Don't forget, Canada went 5 years back in the 2000s winning gold. America didn't do it 3 times. Like, this is much of Finland's a great team. Finland did an excellent job. I'm not saying Finland's an underdog, but the fact that U.S. lost is an epic fail.
And can you only imagine? I'm just going to say this too. Once Russia is eventually allowed back into these tournaments, with how good like Switzerland and Latvia and all these other countries have gotten, the World Juniors is just going to get more and more competitive.
Oh yeah, Russia could have. Russia's team this year could have been like even like last year. Their team would have been disgusting. They would have had Demidov.
Yeah, they would have had China is -40 at
a tornado.
They would have been crazy.
Why else would be with snow? Be like a whiteout.
An outdoor game in Saskatchewan this time of year. You'd have to either do it in November or like February.
True.
And yeah, Dan, you are being corrected. 2 5-peats by Canada in that stretch.
That's true. Yeah, 100%. Thank you. Thank you for the correction.
But overall, I'd say for the States, like I agree with you, Adam. I don't see the States getting a World Junior anytime soon. I think they got to be very disappointed. They can't even sell out the college rink. I'm shocked that like Winnipeg to Minnesota is only a 5-hour drive. I think they thought more Canadians would be going, and I mean they're just not. Right, we're not going to get into it, but they're just not. And Dan, you are being taught some weather here. Dan, it's because the land is so flat, it is affected strongly by any weather system.
No, that makes sense. Yeah,
that's why we don't get as much because we live on a mountain. Yeah, most of Canada is going to experience really extreme weather conditions for the next 10 days. Buckle up!
That's
However,
true.
Here in the Hammer, where some of us are located, we're getting a warm front. We're gonna go up to +6 later in the week.
No, it's not allowed. And then we're gonna get some. Crazy weather again later next
Adam,
week.
what you consider crazy? You know, when I used to live in the
Dan. No, I said Dan. Jacob, don't even get me started. Oh my God, I'm gonna be going up to Ottawa next week. It better not get crazy in Ottawa. Shit.
Oh, so you're out in Saskatchewan. Well,
damn, I don't want to do that.
We have absolutely nothing here in Saskatchewan to block that wind. Yeah, that would be a huge issue. I've never
Except
been
for the houses.
Desperately want to go out Saskatchewan way, especially for a Rough Riders game. I bet that experience would just be second to none.
Jacob, are we gonna drive? Are you gonna drive?
Probably. You know, maybe that'll be the first time I take a plane.
I would laugh if you actually would have driven there.
I would consider it if I mean, I always have a bunch of time off that time of year. But let's get into.
Would you go with Dan? Would you drive with Dan to Saskatchewan?
I would. I just have to make sure that there's something to make sure Dan sleeps a lot with me. But let's get on to the rest of these quarterfinal games. Czechia versus the Swiss. I am very surprised, especially when Czechia took a 1-0 and a 2-1 lead. So they were leading in this game.
So Switzerland, you mean?
Once the Czech got going, there's nothing that they could do.
Yeah.
Like the Czechs just outshooting them 43-20. Like, they just dominated. Like, you look the shots, the first period, shots were 10-9 Czechia, so they're close. Second period, 19-8 Czechia, and at one point, those shots were 15-3 in that period. Then 14-3 in the third period for Czechia over Switzerland. Like, I think Czechia played their best game of the tournament by far.
Yeah, for sure. That was a
There's
good
a
game.
train that connects east to
There
west.
is.
It takes so long. Yeah. Oh, but wait. We're back to trades.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to point out too, thank you so much for any new viewers joining us. Not to sound like a broken record, but we are at 95 subscribers at the moment.
Oh,
and
he's doing it again.
we would love to
He's
hit
plugging.
100 subscribers to hit the next algorithm. So the more we do the algorithm, the more we can do for you. So please like and subscribe and share and emoji and all that. Comment. We love the comments. Thank you for the great comments coming in tonight. And we love hearing from people all over the world. So thank you, everyone, for everything. We
Fun fact, 4% of our audience is outside of North America.
Yeah,
Jacob, he plugged it
5%.
first. He plugged the subscription first this time.
He did. Dan beat me to it today.
Oh, Jacob, I just remembered. I don't have to shave on stream because Latvia
yeah, Dan,
and
you missed it. Adam
lost.
said if both Latvia and Switzerland pulled off upsets, Adam would shave his mustache live on the air.
Yeah.
I've already done that.
Yeah, but Adam, now the problem is you're not going to get a free razor. Your dad was going to buy you a razor.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But
that's true.
No, overall, though, I don't think there's too much. I will say about this Czechia game, I was really impressed again with, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, Char, like Cihar. Had another really big game for them. And
Czechia.
On Czechia. Okay. Same with Sequoia. I thought he had another nice game for him as well.
He did.
Like Czechia, when you look up and down their lineup, everyone's contributing, and that's very scary if you're going for
Canada. Yeah, good team. Wow.
In the semifinals. And it is very hard to beat a team twice in this tournament.
And they almost won to Canada. That game was 7-5. Like that game went back and forth. Like Canada could have easily just as lost that game.
Now, I will say, I think you'll see Ivan Kovic start in that game, not Carter George.
Correct. Which will make things
I've always kind of been curious. Do you live in the attic? I do not live in the attic.
He could live in the attic, though.
We do have an attic.
He could live in the attic, though. You never know.
Based on your ceiling, you're not on the main. Well, he is like investigating.
Oh, you mean Adam?
Oh, do you mean
like Adam's roof?
Because of my weird ass thing.
Adam, do you live in an attic?
I do not live in an attic. No.
Would you like to live in an attic?
No, I would not. I don't even think I live above our attic. I think my parents' room is above the attic, but like, I don't know. It's just a weird. I just moved into this room, so that's why there's the weird. I don't like it very much, but it's there. I kind of have to deal with it.
No, do like when Jacob and I were really eating ourselves, myself. Jacob and I grew up in an old house. I had the slanted ceiling like that when we were little kids. In Barrie, what I did, I put like posters and stuff on the slanted.
Oh,
so you can make it look really cool.
That.
What?
What about doing that? But like, I'm just worried about any of them just falling and hitting.
And Adam, you definitely don't live above your attic.
I meant below the attic.
Yeah,
you said above.
No, nothing hits you, bud. Just use like good thumbtacks and stuff. Nothing hits you.
Yeah.
No, it was worse. We lived in this old house that was a.
I also said addict instead of attic, which is even worse. That's an even worse.
Welcome back to the Ducks.
That's an even worse.
By the way, this guy sends in the best emojis in the chat. So
that's a great emoji. That's a great emoji. I love that.
Adam is floating in space.
It's true. I am floating in space.
All right, we're
the keys closed.
Above the attic would be the garage and like those 1850 houses.
I used to live above our garage. That was a cold room.
I bet.
I hated living in that room.
But so we had slanted ceilings in this old house we lived in Barrie, and the house was, I don't know, it was over 100 years old. And the ceilings were so slanted when Dan and I got older, we had to walk like this.
Oh, that's
because you'd literally hit your head.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. House got turned down into a
unfortunately now triplex.
Triplex, yeah.
Triplex? What's a triplex?
It's like a
three
duplex.
apartments. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay.
Dan did a good job trying to explain it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
true.
But let's
he
get into
he
this
even did hand movements.
Yeah.
But let's get into this Latvia-Sweden game. And
Yeah.
Sweden is the only perfect team in the tournament because they've won all their games in regulation. I will say Latvia gave them a good push. Like I know the shots were outnumbered 38-16. However, there are some good stats for Latvia. 2 for 5 on the power play.
Yep.
Showed off both penalties against Sweden. It just came down to it, as Adam, as you said, Sweden just overpowered them. But I thought Latvia played pretty well.
Yeah.
This
team
is the team again that I feel Merkins is a player that I'm really going to be watching for in the future. I think he's got a lot of skill. And same with again, I apologize if I'm getting any names incorrect pronunciation. Smith's obviously he's 12th in the draft. And
he looked really good.
Bruno Osmonis. I apologize if I'm getting any of these names incorrect.
I give you credit for trying
that tonight. But you know what? There's some really good players for Switzerland. They did exit the tournament with the 3rd best power play in the tournament.
Yeah.
So certainly some things to build off of. But at the end of the day, I think Sweden's the team to beat. I think they're the heavy favorite going into the semis to win it all.
Wow, this Sweden.
I would say Canada's up there. Like,
Canada's there, but to me, this Sweden team, they have goaltending, defense, talent coming out.
That's why I said Canada's there. Sweden is the heavy favorite, though.
Yeah.
So Sweden, I think I think that would be. I cannot wait for Sweden, Finland. Those two countries hate each other. Like, and Canada and Czechia had no love lost there either. I think that would be phenomenally
great game again.
Like, that would be a physical game. Like, I cannot wait for that game.
I will say, I think we're gonna get great semifinals. Like, I think
even if Canada lose, I would say that they've played really well this tournament, and I don't think I would complain if they are in the bronze medal game, because Czechia have been so good. I think you could be upset about it, but I think this was a really good showing from the team, and I don't think bowing out to Czechia again is that's frustrating, but I don't think it's as horrible as I think a lot of people make it out to be.
I agree with you, Adam. When I said going into this tournament, I felt they had to get to the medal round.
Yeah.
And they will, and they definitely will make it to the medal round because now they're guaranteed. I think considering you had 2 quarterfinal exits in a row, you're definitely going in the right direction. And
Sweden is how I will be saying it. Is that how you properly pronounce Sweden, though?
Steven.
But he's using Cookie Monster emoji.
Sweden?
Cookie.
Sweden? I don't like that. That's going to confuse me.
Just like with your Swedish meatballs, right, Dan?
Yeah, the IKEA meatballs.
Dan loves IKEA meat. I don't know, Adam. I don't know if you've seen this interview or not, but I don't know if you guys remember. Anyone in the chat, let me know if you guys remember this. But there was an interview of Matt Sundin, and he was getting visibly so angry because they kept asking him if he liked IKEA.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Yeah. That's funny. Is that David Letterman? I think.
I don't remember, but
yeah, it was a long time ago.
But now we know the semis are set. Yeah. We have Sweden versus Finland.
What? Zeller's Burgers?
I have Zeller's.
Oh, they were good. Yeah.
Wait, Key, hold on. You have Zeller's out there still?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't remember Zeller's that well.
You don't remember Zeller's?
You that well. Zeller's.
I just said that well, Jacob. I said that well. Say with a thick Austrian. I don't have a thick Austrian accent.
Welcome to Sweden.
I can't say it that way. I don't have it. Arnold
housekeeper.
Schwarzenegger. I can't do it that way.
But no, at the end
now
of the day,
I want to look up Arnold Schwarzenegger saying Sweden.
Yeah, literally.
I really want to look it up now.
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
But I want to ask you guys though, out of the teams that were eliminated, who Zellers? Oh man, Zellers early.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the breakfast too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Remember
that's
it was going like
amazing.
50s diner style? It was
Yeah.
really cool, the neon lights and stuff. So that's
That
a whole
makes me
other
feel young.
topic. You go into a restaurant nowadays, it's so boring. It's all this like gray and very like hospital like feel. Back you go in the 90s and stuff, Taco Bell was like pink and purple and green, and Zella's had the whole diner look.
what is it with
Hey,
you with
McDonald's
Taco
had the
Bell?
PlayStation.
He's
What?
obsessed.
What is it
He's
with you with
obsessed.
Taco Bell? You're like Newfoundland.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, bro. Like,
Denny's
No,
is
you
not
guys seen the
boring.
lineups to they opened up a Taco Bell in Newfoundland. Then we'll move on from fast food.
What?
But they opened up a Taco Bell in Newfoundland, and the lineup, it's like 100 cars deep to get a bloody taco.
it was crazy.
It's not worth it. If there are any people
quesadilla.
from Newfoundland watching the podcast, just go somewhere else. You know,
Yeah, did you guys go and get quesadillas?
Go to Walmart, buy some ground beef, and it'll be better than Taco Bell.
Okay, can we all agree the proper pronunciation is quesadilla? It's
I don't know.
quesadilla. It has to be. It's quesadilla. It's a great pronunciation for it.
We're back to the retro comments here at the desk. Not anymore, but before Hudson Bay died, they had a Zellers connected to the bottom. They did.
Zellers.
No food, but a lot of Zellers merch, including the stuffed animal. Now, there's rumors that the Bay might be coming back because Canadian Tire bought the rights to the Bay name and branding.
Right.
So watch out for that one. Who remembers Swiss Chalet in the 80s? Now that was originally Swiss.
I was negative like 20 in the 80s. That's not possible. I don't remember it because I wasn't alive.
Dan was.
I'm a young whippersnapper.
I only was 4 months old, so I don't know.
He was a young Brett. Adam is a young Brett Hall.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know.
But I do want to ask you guys. I'm very curious about your perspective. Out of the teams that got eliminated, what country do you think can look back at this tournament and feel they had the most success?
Oh, good question.
Switzerland, I feel like.
Wow.
I feel like Switzerland because they came one shot away from beating the States and from beating Sweden. I think they could take a lot from being in leading Czechia at times throughout this game and kind of outplaying Czechia at times. I feel like, but I feel like they could come away. I think Slovakia played it great, but I think the way their tournament has ended kind of sours the opinion. I think on it a little bit. I don't think by much, but I think a little bit. It sours it more than the way Switzerland will walk away.
He is saying Slovakia. They came in hot and only slowed down today. Slovakia, it's tough for me. I had such high hopes of them going into the quarters, and it was
too high of hopes, Jacob. In my opinion, you really went in on thinking Slovakia was going to win. If you were a betting man, I wonder how much you would have bet on Slovakia beating Canada.
$1.
Because you went you were adamant about Slovakia winning today.
I really thought they were going to get it done. I mean, I'm glad they didn't.
Okay, well,
and if you swear, we just don't put it on the screen, but you can swear and we can see it and laugh.
Oh no, I don't like this. This feels like a threat. It's what it feels like. It feels like it's a threat to me. I don't know if I like that.
Go ahead, Dan. Who would you feel has the most success?
Well, I was going to take Adam's answer, but to make things interesting, my very close runner-up would be Latvia. I got to give Latvia a lot of credit.
What? Okay, Key, I know I had a lot of hopes. I guess I was stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say Latvia. Latvia is such a small country, and we've been putting new to coming to World Juniors, and the fact that they pushed Canada in overtime was incredible. And the fact that they only lost today by 3, before when we talk about Team Canada winning 5 times in the row, games were 17-0. And there'll be teams like Latvia losing 17-0. We didn't see anything like that this year. I think the most was 8-0, right? So I give Latvia a lot of respect. I think they really became a lot better than what they have been in the past.
I'm going to say America. No, I'm kidding. They're the most
America.
disappointed out of all the teams that have been eliminated.
Oh, for sure.
This is a tough one for me because if I'm going off overall tournament, I would say Switzerland. Getting 2 wins for them in this tournament was huge.
He's gonna say
Oh, for
Slovakia.
sure, 100%.
He's gonna say Slovakia.
If I'm going off today, I'm going Latvia.
Oh, damn.
Because I feel Latvia had, out of the underdog teams, they played the best. Well, I mean, technically Finland was an underdog, but as you guys bluntly said to me, that's not an underdog.
Yeah.
No, they aren't an underdog.
They were in the standings, brother.
That doesn't count.
So Slovakia, if the quarterfinal game was tighter, I would have said Slovakia.
Right.
But I will say Switzerland, agreeing with Adam, because I feel they progressed the most from start of tournament to the end of tournament. Even in this game, the first period and a half was neck and neck between Switzerland and Czechia. Yeah, Czechia took over. I think the Swiss just ran out of gas out of their ass. But there's nothing they can really do about it. So, but let's get to some comments here. And Yugoslavia. They'd probably be in the lower relegation, I would assume.
Yugoslavia, is that even still a country?
I don't know.
I don't think
so.
I think that
Dan,
that country
you
broke
need to
up.
ask Dan, because Dan made fun of me when I only got a 54 in grade 9 geography. Because he says, "How do you not know geography? It's a damn map." So, okay, Dan, where's Yugoslavia?
Jacob,
Yugoslavia, I believe.
Yugoslavia.
Absolute failure.
Jacob, listen to me. Jeez Louise. Yugoslavia is no longer a country.
I didn't think so.
Dan
existed
didn't even know
in
that.
1992.
My geography grade when I was like
Jacob, it was 1992 they broke up. They were a Balkan country until 1992.
I don't know geography. I almost failed it. So
Jacob, may I continue?
Yes.
So they came into existence during World War I under the name of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes from the merger of the Kingdom of Serbia. I don't know what that things,
Well, they have it. Now we know what happened to Slovenia.
It's dead. Yugoslavia is dead.
Yeah,
Russia wins.
That's your answer.
I do agree. I mean, at a pure political side aside, as a pure fan of hockey, we all want to see Russia in this. And
they wouldn't win by default.
So let's just put this here.
Default, but they would
field a good team.
Tell you one thing, it would certainly make countries like Switzerland and Latvia and Slovakia be more interesting to see if they could still find a way to get in.
So let's put this here, okay? We all understand that Russia we can't do that, but why not do what the Olympics did and let them come as a team, but not representing Russia?
Because the Olympics doesn't let them do that anymore.
The Olympics doesn't let them do them anymore either. The IHF and the Olympics is all
okay.
Yeah, they stopped doing that after the whole situation,
Okay.
Well, let's get to some more comments here.
Now a new viewer. Welcome.
This is a new viewer, so welcome to the desk. U.S. has to be the most disappointed because they came with the expectation of going all the way.
I agree.
But at the same time, they played in the only close quarterfinal. That's an interesting outlook.
Good point.
That's a very interesting outlook.
When in overtime, it was so close.
It was mind you, I would say the States had the toughest opponent in the quarters as well.
100%.
Right? Which is why losing that game to Sweden was so critical. Right? They definitely did have the toughest quarterfinal. And there's 5 teams that had I would say a legitimate chance of winning at this tournament, and the USA happened to finish 5th. So you hate to say it. It's kind of like how Canadians felt when Canada got eliminated back-to-back in the quarters. Yeah. Americans almost feel like they finished last.
Yeah.
And at the way
Canada, you're not first.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, in the immortal words of whatever his name was. The character's name was "You're not first."
Not Immortal Technique, although they're a very controversial rap group from the
well, Sweden is being shouted out again in the comments.
Sweden!
I need to see how Arnold Schwarzenegger says it now. Because
But you know,
this is too
I
funny.
gotta agree with our new commenter and viewer that I do feel the states are gotta be out of the teams that are eliminated. I think they got to be the most frustrated.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
Slovakia looked heartbroken. America looked stunned. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, Slovakia looked heartbroken.
That
Like
says
when
more
they're
about their
getting losses
attitude.
and they just want to burst into tears. You feel bad for the. You feel
I
bad.
think America underestimated
Yeah.
Finland. I think they came in too overconfident, to be honest.
Their
No, I
ego
just think
got
Finland
bruised.
is an overall better team here. I think,
Yeah.
and this is no disrespect to the states. I think they have a good team.
Yeah.
I just think it came down to Finland. I think the goaltending was the difference. Not saying it was Kemp's fault. Kemp didn't lose this game. Reppinen won this game. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
he
fair.
was phenomenal. In that third period, he was absolutely insane. Like the stops he was making. Remember, the third period, the U.S., they got 10 shots in the third period and only managed one goal and a lot of high quality chances, where Finland had the same amount of shots and they got 2 goals in that one. And you look, I mean, the states were outshot Finland in either tied or outshot them in every period.
Yeah.
Like if it's not for Reppinen's play, we're talking about how Finland's got to feel extremely disappointed. But people will say, well, the goalie this, the goalie that. The goalie's part of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
And I said too, I think the state's real downfall was just the way they played the overtime. I thought that the way, a couple offsides, Cole Hudson wasting a shot with no traffic once they got puck possession.
I'm really surprised that the quarterfinals is still 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I honestly thought, because quarterfinals is almost like a playoff, so I honestly thought it would go 5-on-5.
So apparently there's XP in the YouTube comments.
There is. It's so
YouTube is so biased. They gave me number 2 instead of number 1 for no reason, of no explanation. Fans may see my Aerosmith logo more often. Got to fix this rig 75 XP.
Yeah,
so the way that works, actually, I do remember reading about this actually not too long ago, but I forgot. The more you comment, the higher XP you get for our channel.
I did it a lot, and I always ended up second. It's really annoying.
I believe Wilder, if he's not commenting today, maybe he's watching in the background menacingly. Who knows? But I believe he's usually towards the top of our comment section.
Yeah.
Oh, Lane. Lane is very angry. Hulk mode. Lane, why are you angry?
Canada won. Why are you angry? Oh, I know why he's angry.
He wants to complain about Ivan Kovic.
Wait, no. Yeah. So Lane, you were really you really had your comments earlier today really shoved in your face from that Ivan Kovic game.
Poor Lane's feeling a little under the weather tonight. That's why he's not with us.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
He doesn't have a voice, the poor guy.
Having some issues with his vocal cords.
And with him being a play-by-play announcer, he really needs that voice. That voice is golden. It's a golden asset.
Why, Lane, are you number 9? Oh, 369. Damn, she fine. Come on, one more. Might not have a PS5 or a Mac capture card in a min. Well, Lane, don't get too frustrated. Remember, I'm going to help you with that after the show.
Yeah.
So
Jacob's a smart cookie.
Don't worry about a thing.
But he's not a cookie, though, Dan.
Every little thing.
He's a human.
Gonna be all right. Well, we might identify as a cookie.
Maybe it's Cookie Monster.
Well, okay. I have just cookies sitting beside me, so
Animus cookies?
Yes.
Give me cookies.
What cookies do you have?
I need the Cookie Monster emoji in the comment section now.
Cookies.
They're like sugar cookies, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But just one more, I want to give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on over the next couple of days here at the Analyst Desk.
Okay, you can go.
There's a big announcement coming on Monday about future content at the Analyst Desk. There also tomorrow we are going to break down a lot of Olympic rosters. When I say a lot, we got to break down Team USA,
tons.
Team
It's going to
Sweden,
take us forever.
Team Germany, Team Switzerland, just to name 4 that I can think of off the top of my head. Plus a Toronto Maple Leafs post-game show.
Oh, that's a lot.
Tomorrow. So you guys are going to see a lot of our beautiful faces.
That's a long day. That's a lot of content.
I think Adam's just secretly saying I'm really sick of hanging out with Jacob and Dan, and he misses Lane.
I like you guys.
Well,
Yes, Cookie Monster.
you know what we got in the chat, so we got to do it.
Sweden.
Cookie.
Sweden.
But no, at least so there's a lot of content coming up, and there's going to be news about some change to the channel, but it's good change, very good change. I'm really excited to share it with you guys on Monday. Dan and Adam aren't even fully sure what I'm talking about. That's how
We'll find out.
I mostly know what you're talking about.
And I'm not going to let it. Is this the crying Hulk?
No, that's Frankenstein.
That's like Happy Frankenstein.
Dan, do Frankenstein again. That was terrifying.
That was bad.
Then also on Sunday, we'll also be previewing the semifinal games, and we'll probably do a post for the semifinals as well. But not to get into full details on it, but out of the semifinals, what one are you more excited for? Finland, Sweden, or Canada versus Czechia? And don't think of it as we're Canadian fans here at the desk. Like, just out of pure hockey game perspective.
Ooh, okay. Sweden, Finland, because I don't remember the last time those two countries faced off in a semifinal game at this tournament. I feel like it's been a couple years, and I feel like this is such, like, both teams are so, like, Sweden are so good this year, and I feel like Sweden really want this game, and I think it's like this game is going to be next level intense. I think Canada and Czechia will be just as intense, but these two countries, they hate each other.
This is
really
Europe,
because I really think that, like, Finland are really good, but they're like the hardworking versus like the highly skilled, highly offensive firepower of Sweden. I think it's gonna be a great game. I cannot wait.
Oh, Key's a big Finland fan at this point. I'm gonna wear all blue on Sunday. I'm pulling so hard for Finland.
Nice.
Adam, we don't know
Sweden.
Did you mean Sweden?
Sweden.
Dan, what game are you looking forward to? You're looking forward to the longtime rivalry of Finland-Sweden, or Canada's recent nemesis, the team that has kicked Canada out of this tournament in back-to-back years, Czechia?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough question. I think
got two great games on Sunday.
Yeah, I think both games are going to be phenomenal. I mean, I was going to say Sweden and Finland, but even if, like, I want to copy Adams, right? Like, even the Canada and Czechia game, even if you're not a Canadian fan, that's worked up to be such a huge rivalry the past couple of years. And Czechia is now very physical. So it's going to be a very physical match between those two. I think it's going to be a goalie tank battle, because the last time we saw was a bit of a shootout, like 7-5. I don't think we're going to see a shootout this time. Canada got a lot better defensively as the tournament went on. And these two teams are so physical. I think it could be a really exciting, like, not a 1-0 game, but I could see like a 3-2 type of game. You know, I think it's going to be as a good old classic hockey game.
I will say, for me, as a Canadian, obviously, it's got to be Canada, Czechia. But as a pure hockey fan, I think the Finland-Sweden game won't be a game. It's going to be like a war. Yeah. Because these two teams do not like each other. It's going to be very physical, lots of violence, lots of big hits. And two, I think you have the two best goalies in the tournament going head-to-head.
You also got both number one draft picks going.
Sorry, Dan?
You also got potential both number one draft picks going.
Because you got Gavin McKenna's number one versus Stenberg in Sweden.
Sweden. So you gotta say it like that way. You gotta say Sweden, Dan.
But yeah, like, I feel that is the Canada-US or the Canada-Russia of that part of the country.
I agree with you.
So I think it's going to be super exciting, and like I said, I'm excited for as well, and we'll break that way more down on the preview show on Sunday. But the goaltending battle between those two netminders, I think, because in my opinion, you have the two best goalies in the tournament going head to head.
Yeah.
100%.
They're both really high quality goaltenders. And hey, the LA Kings got to be happy. They have 2 goalie prospects that have made it into but that I guess, well, they're not going to see Carter George again.
Yeah.
Unless Ivan Kovic, stubs his toe, breaks his weenus. I said
don't
weenus.
know.
You never know.
I know. That every
I
time
hope
you
not.
say that, I'm like,
Well,
I'm pretty sure you can't say
you know
that.
what?
But
I think it's time for me to give a quick little NHL update. So, interesting game. We got the Canucks and Kraken tied 3-3 and about 5 minutes left in the third period. So keep an eye on that one. Wild is stomping the Ducks 4-1 with 6 minutes left to go in the third. The Blues Soccer League beat the Golden Knights 4-3. I don't know what's going on with Carter Hart in Vegas land. And Rangers surprisingly beat the Panthers in the pond hockey game today 5-1.
I will say with Carter Hart, not the political side of it, but just on the pure hockey side, it's like Jonathan Taves. He hasn't played in years. You cannot expect Carter Hart after sitting around for a couple years. What he played like 1 game in the AHL and now he's your starter. I don't know what the hell Vegas was thinking. It was just
I don't know.
What is dumb as Winnipeg thinking Jonathan Taves is going to be their second line center.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's just I don't like you could say what you want about Samsonov, but they were better off with Samsonov than what they are with the goaltending they have now.
I just thought something quickly, Jacob, since our comments are working and everything now.
Whacking team.
Whacking.
So we put a poll in the YouTube. What's quarterfinal game people more excited, or do we leave that for the Sunday show?
We'll leave that for the Sunday show.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Sorry.
Dan just loves polls. Take that as you will.
Yeah, Dan, you're obsessed with polls, man.
I like seeing what people have to say. Let's see what they have to think.
Adam, is there any interesting stuff from college football today?
No, because there was no games today.
I could have sworn there was a game on TSN.
No.
Oh no, they were showing but those are nobody cares about those polls.
Well, why does no one care?
Because they're nothing polls. They're like fake. They're fake polls. They're polls for the losers who couldn't make the real show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Polls.
Yeah, polls are cool.
I like to call them loser polls. That's how I like to.
Oh.
Well, they are.
They're like the CN Tower.
Yeah, they're like fake. They're fake. They're fake.
Shame on the CN Tower.
Shame on the CN Tower. Shame on the CN Tower.
Literally. No inside joke.
Also, you know what? I guess we may as well then talk about some NBA games that are currently going on, right?
Who's because I don't actually know.
Is it after? Okay, these games were all yesterday. Okay, yeah, these teams are technically it's tomorrow and where we are. But Wizards took down the Nets 119-99, which is a huge. I mean, I was gonna say a surprise, but let's be honest, these are 2 pretty bad teams.
Yeah,
it was the battle of the poop, and
the battle of the poop.
The Wizards were slightly less poop. This is an interesting take on the CN Tower.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Well,
so many people don't know. It's a little inside joke. I was very lucky to attend a lot of Toronto Blue Jay games this past year. I attended maybe about 20, 25 of them, which is very lucky considering it's such a great season. Anyway, one of the weekends I went, back-to-back Saturday, Sunday, I'm walking to the I call it Sky Dome, whatever it's called now, Rogers Center, whatever. I'm walking in Sky Dome, and there's a big protest, CN Tower, shame on the CN Tower. And it was the people working at the CN Tower protesting and want better raises and, all that stuff. I didn't know that at the time. And that big megaphones are yelling at little kids, shame on the CN Tower. I'm like, holy cow, that's a little crazy. So I told Jacob, I'm like, bro, for protesting a building. So then we go on, and Jacob's like, no, they're not. So Jacob comes with me on the Sunday, because Jacob loves the Junior Jays games. He does. Every time he comes to me, it's always a Junior J game for whatever reason. So then he doesn't like, by the way, because he doesn't like the screaming kids. But anyway, so then we go, and then they go, shame on the CN Tower. Like, see, Jacob, I told you, we're protesting a building. And the other stuff they were saying to you little kids, I can't even say, because you can't swear on the air. But it was just the craziest thing. And then on Monday, they came to an agreement, so I'm back working on the CN Tower. So I'm like, okay, one day we're supposed to ban this building, the next day you're back working for it, we want everyone to go back to it. I'm like, I just don't get it.
How do you feel about this, Dan? Toronto's your second favorite city in Canada. The best part of Toronto is the highway that leads to Montreal.
Oh, good.
Remember, we're going to get a speed train, apparently, that's going to get us to
I'm
Montreal.
so excited for that speed train. I can't wait to go to a Habs game and go to an LLS game and get for like 3 hours, just go for the day versus planning a whole weekend.
Watch out what you say about Montreal.
No, I love Toronto and Vancouver. But
Dan, I was trying to make a joke, and then you interrupted me while I was trying to make my joke.
Okay, sorry. What did you say?
Don't make a joke about Montreal being better than Toronto if you don't want Dan to live in Montreal. You don't want Dan coming to visit all the time.
Well, I was just going to say, Montreal, though, you got to go to St. Catherine Street, and you got to get a Philadelphia steak sandwich. What do they call those things?
A Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteaks. They are so good in Montreal. Holy cow. I forget the name of that deli, but it's on St. Catherine Street, and we're open 24/7. You can literally go at 3 a.m. and grab a sandwich. It's amazing.
That would be interesting to see how you feel after being on a speed train, because I've never been on a speed train. Keith's saying wonder if you'd feel like dizzy, you won't be able to walk because of the off speed.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Before we get back into the NBA, I'd like to state TSN also has Finland beating US as an upset.
Oh, of course.
They have the headline.
That doesn't
Finland
count.
Upset defending champions USA in quarterfinals.
Interesting.
I don't believe you. It's false information.
What? Not, you know what?
What?
I mean, that's what you're into.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
By all means. I used to, but
that's
no.
wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Wild thoughts.
That's wild that you actually.
I know I saw on St. Catherine Street for sure, so I can't believe myself that one.
Dan definitely knows it's on St. Catherine Street. He's like, I know.
How do you know where? How do you know it's on St. Catherine Street?
Yeah, I think everyone knows that, bud.
I didn't know that. Adam, did you know that?
No, I
St. Catherine Street in Montreal is like Yonge Street of Toronto. Why is it the most popular street?
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Some more NBA. The San Antonio Spurs demolished the Indiana Pacers. Man, the Pacers are struggling this year at 6-29.
Well, yeah, they don't have Tyrese, their best player. They don't have their point guard.
But I honestly didn't think they'd be this bad when they still have Pascal Siakam. I thought they'd at least be closer to 500. They're 6-29.
Out.
But the Spurs.
Well, I think Tyrese is like a lot bigger to their success than.
Pascal I agree. I mean, Siakam tried in this game: 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Siakam's a hell of a player. I wonder if the Raptors might call back on him. He never wanted to leave.
Yeah, trade deadline now because the Raptors are looking really good this year. About 2014 so far.
Around that, yeah. The Cleveland Cavaliers edged out the Denver Nuggets in a really close matchup. Two teams that are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Realistically, this game, it came down to Cleveland outscored Denver 25-11 in the fourth quarter. And that's kind of what got Cleveland the win.
Denver without like 6 players and most of their starting lineup. Like it's gonna basically just be Jamal Murray throwing up like basically almost 30 shots a game. He had 34 points, so he tried.
Jamal Murray, 34 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists.
There's nobody else that's really that great.
But then you had on Cleveland's side, Mitchell with 33 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 threes made, and plus 10 on his point differential.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time competing in games.
Man, the Cavs are gonna win every game. They have Lonzo Ball.
Oh yeah, that automatically makes them winners in my eyes. They have one of the bros. They have one of the ball bros.
The Atlanta Hawks pulling off a bit of an upset over the New York Knicks, winning 111-99.
Ooh.
Atlanta Hawks are now up to 17-19, while the Knicks fall to 23-11.
Wow.
Chicago Bulls get themselves to 500 with a win over the Orlando Magic, 121-114.
Nice.
Ooh.
So big win for the Bulls. I mean, as you know, in the NBA, if you can be a 500 club, you can make the playoffs.
You can make the play in at least.
Yeah, you can basically like in the East, especially.
Yeah, 100%.
The Milwaukee Bucks won a thriller against the Charlotte Hornets, 122-121.
Wow.
So that's a hell of
Oh,
a
I saw a video of one of the Charlotte Hornets players of one of their last games they went to, because he used to live where they went to go play a game recently. And his whole team came out to him and was like, "Where are we gonna go out to eat?" Because none of them had been there before. They didn't really know restaurants in the
Just gotta go to
city.
St. Catherine Street, according to Dan.
And so he said, "Well, I'm gonna go see my family. I'm gonna go have dinner with the fam." And they're like, "Okay, we're all coming to your house." And I'm like, and it's like, and they just show the rest of the video is them like walking into their teammate's house, and like their mom, their teammate's mom being like really kind, of course, and that's really a mom thing to do. At the end of the day, basically cook for like 15 strangers.
Wow.
That's
I am
awesome.
curious
That's cool.
though. Jonas Antetokounmpo led the way for the Bucks, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 21 when he was on the floor.
Wow.
Do you think he's actually being traded before the deadline?
I think so.
No, because I think it's too hard to acquire him.
Target
Like I think it will take a lot to acquire him, and I think you're really.
It would for sure. A lot of
I
people
think you're
would.
definitely like screwing with your timeline in terms of when you're gonna like, because like especially the Raptors, like they're basically just gonna be like, okay, we got to compete now, but they're not ready to compete now. Like it's like you're really pushing yourself into contention, but you're also giving up a lot to go out and get
coming
Giannis.
with Finland. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Fun Fish. And yes, Finland. You know what? I think they really could go all the way this year. They have a really good team.
And quick little update: Seattle and Canucks are going into overtime, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Ooh.
And Anaheim just made it 5-2 against the Wild. But I think a little too late, as there's only about a minute left in that game.
And just because we got a Finland, we've all been yelling Sweden.
Sweden.
We got to get an awesome Finland in the show. And
England.
this is one of my favorite SpongeBob quotes.
Oh.
Remember this from Doodle Bob.
You okay, Patrick?
Finland! That's a good one.
I had to get that in there. Because Dan was asking me the other day, why do you keep going, Finland?
That's why. I didn't know
That is one of my favorite episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants ever with Doodle Bob.
My favorite is mayonnaise an instrument?
Back to the I don't know. I still think Finland and the Christmas episode with the wristwatch.
Oh, the Christmas one, yeah, of course.
But Panthers go hardcore on the Winter Classic.
Oh, they did. Holy cow. 5-1 they lost.
Well,
Yeah,
like
right.
they should have pulled Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky!
After he gave up like 3 goals on 8 shots in like the first half.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they should have.
What epic fail Winter Classic was.
Well, I mean,
the uniforms were good, but it
yeah.
ended there.
They just should have gave up. We're going home. They should have done it on roller skates outside.
Yeah, 100%.
Mind you, they want to do a preseason game on roller skates outside to attract fans. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to some NBA here. We also had Portland Trailblazers winning 122-109 over the Pelicans. I mean, I'm surprised the Pelicans made that game as close as they did. The Pelicans are not a very good team this year at all.
No.
So big ups to Pelicans, I guess,
Yeah,
for making it close. But Trailblazers improved to 15-20, which, funny enough, in the NBA, sometimes under 500, you can still get into the play. And there's a real big gap in the NBA between the
not in the West. The West is
the
pretty
East
stacked.
for sure.
Yeah, the East is easier to get into.
Phoenix Suns destroy the Sacramento Kings 129-102. Not a surprise there, as Sacramento's only won 8 games this year. And Phoenix is a pretty decent team at 20-14. OK City Thunder completely annihilated the Golden State Warriors.
And
SBA.
you know what? I gotta say this as someone in their 30s. Ugh, that feels weird saying. It is so weird seeing Golden State mediocre.
I know.
Like when I really started getting into basketball again, like after the Chris Bosh era, at around the time when it was like once we had like DeRozan and Lowry, and that's when I really started getting into it. The Golden State Warriors were unbeatable. You had Steph Curry shooting from the logos like he was going out of style. And now, I mean, like Steph Curry's still a good player. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't playing in this game for the Warriors, and that certainly showed because, like, you don't have anyone who even hit 20 points tonight for the Warriors, and you're not going to do very well in those games. And I mean, OK City Thunder, like SGA is putting up another potential MVP season again.
Hamilton boy, by the way,
30
born
points,
and raised in Hamilton.
Like plus 26 when he's on the floor.
We gotta see him at the championship celebration when he brought the trophy back to the Ticats games. That was really cool. It seems like a super nice guy.
And last but certainly not least, the LA Lakers beat the Memphis Grizzlies, formerly known as the Vancouver Grizzlies.
That's right.
128-121. And what I really want to highlight in this game, LeBron James, 31 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. So maybe he's starting to he's been struggling a bit this year for LeBron James standards.
Yeah.
You know, arguably the GOAT, at least the GOAT of his era. And and yeah, I mean, awesome for LeBron to Luka Doncic though did lead the way to have 34 points. I mean, Luka's a hell of a player.
Oh yes.
Interesting to see how the Lakers continue for the rest of the season. But now let's back into some comment section here. Habs versus Jets in October.
Oh.
Do you know what that is, Jacob? What game is that? What game is that? What game is he referring to?
Outdoor, not Winter Classic.
It's the Heritage Classic, Jacob.
Heritage.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that game too. That's going to be a great game.
I'm going to keep bullying you about that, Jacob.
Great for Winnipeg to land that as well. And Princess Auto Stadium, from what I've heard, is a beautiful stadium.
Yes, so, I want to go over so bad.
What do you guys think of NHL players in the Olympics?
Great question, boy.
I think of it.
You know what? I would say Fun Fish has thrown to a gas or ass. Yes, there is gas. Or is it ass? The NHL players being in the Olympics, is this gas? Like, do we like it or is it ass and we don't like it?
I'm going to say gas. I love it. I love the fact we're seeing the best players play on the biggest stage once every 4 years for their represented countries. I think is pretty incredible. I get the Four Nations got kind of close to that feeling, but this just amps it up even more of all the history. I mean, you look at the great teams, arguably the greatest moment in Canada hockey history is Iggy, like the best quote ever. Like when Crosby was looking for a pass from McGinley. You know, you look at that 0-2 team and how legendary it was. Mary Lemieux with the test Swiss assist, you know, on that goal. I'm total gas on this. I love it.
Adam, what are you on this?
Gas. I don't know. I don't think you can really say ass for this. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. You always take the risk in hockey though of players getting. Did I say ass?
You said gas, so you're saying you don't see how you can say ass.
No, I don't see.
I've heard people say ass before.
I don't know what you could say.
You know who one of those people are?
You.
Me.
Ooh.
Like, I can understand you not wanting players to get hurt
at the Olympics because number one, we're losing. I almost feel the teams that are having their best players are now at a disadvantage for the playoff run. Number two, the best players in the world might get injured. Number three, the ice quality in Italy is going to be absolute dog poop. Number four, the rink's a complete joke. Number five, what rules it even going to be? It's half NHL referees, half IHF referees. Number six, George Peros is going to be doing the disciplinary. Somehow, the Leafs don't have that many players there, and somehow they're going to 50-game suspension. Like, look, I don't know. Like, I'm not a big, and it's kind of, and this is kind of Fun Fishes bring up why I really don't like it. Or the best players get hurt for the NHL playoffs, and that's kind of my. And now, let's say hypothetically, and maybe this is a weird one to look at it, but I'm going to bring this into a business standpoint. Who pays for the injury?
Well, that's the $1 million question. Right?
Is it Hockey Canada or Hockey USA? Is it the player themselves? Is it the team? Because let's say Austin Matthews, I don't know, bruises his coccyx and now he can't play. Now, who who pays for that? Is it MLSC? Is it the IHF? Is it the Olympics? Is it the player themselves?
The Team USA.
Is it Team USA?
Like Bulgaria and all of them.
What do you mean, Team USA? That's an interesting team in general. I can't wait to talk about that tomorrow. But that's when you say, Adam, how can someone be asked on it? I think that's how you can be asked.
Well,
You look at the Leafs want Austin Matthews going.
Well, Jacob, I say you can't. I don't know how you could say no, but it's like I didn't know if he's talking about the Olympics this year. You have all those reasons, but just NHL players going to the Olympics in general is fun. Like, and at the end of the day, you can complain all you want about injuries, but Austin Matthews could get hurt anyways playing for the Leafs. Same thing with John Tavares got hurt at the Olympics, but look at Steven Stamkos. He shattered his leg playing in a meaningless NHL game in like October. Like, who cares? Like, your injuries is a part of
adding an extra. If you go all the way, how many games is it? How many games is it if you go all the way? Like what?
7. 8? It's only like 7 games.
6 or 7.
There's like really not that many Olympic games.
7 games, and let's say your team goes on a full cup run. You're now playing over 100. You're playing well over 100 games this year.
Yeah, but you can still say like Florida played over, like what, over the last 3 years they've played over clearly nearly like probably 150, maybe more than that games over the last 3 years on 3 straight cup runs. Look at that.
Oh, now you're about
constant injury. Same thing with
300 games.
Like, injuries happen. It's a physical sport. It happens. Like, who doesn't want to see?
But I think you're missing the point that it's now happening in an unnecessary. It's like, for example, and hear me out on this. Hockey players are not allowed to go skydiving during the season. It's in their contract. There are certain things they're not allowed to do. I can't remember which player.
Alexei Kovalev was prime example, and Alexander McGillney. Both Alexei Kovalev was into flying airplanes, like small airplanes. So when he was playing for Montreal, he signed a contract saying he couldn't fly small airplanes during the season. Alexander McGillney loves his Porsches and stuff, and rumors believe, I don't know for sure, but I heard people talk about how he likes tracking them and stuff. And they said we don't want to do tracking, like going over to Europe and tracking the cars during like Christmas break and stuff like that, right? Because you're afraid of injury. So players who are into not extreme sports, but extreme hobbies are sometimes signing a contract where they can't do those things during.
Thank you. Sorry, Dan. I don't mean to cut you off, but thank you, Dean. It's like at the end of the day, I will say this: our concerns are all valid, but if the players want to go, what gives any of us our rights being like, well, you can't go because you're going to get hurt,
10,
and you
12,
should care more about
14,
the team.
$17 million contracts are the reason
but
why
it's like these players want to go and play. Like, it seems like they should be able to go and play for their country. They should.
I want to go to
be able to have that right.
Cheese. I got to go to work next week.
Just
Jacob,
quick shout out.
Should have every right to go and represent their country in the Olympic Games.
I disagree.
We can complain all we want about it. We can complain all we want about it.
Adam, hear me out though. If you have to go to, let's say, who's your favorite band? Who's your favorite band?
I don't have a favorite band.
Who's your favorite musician? Who's your favorite artist?
Eminem, probably. I don't know.
Okay, Eminem is coming to Oakville, which he would never do, but he's coming to Oakville. But you have to work. Your work is every right to tell you can't have the day off, and you have to come to work.
Yeah.
So the NHL has every right to say to these players, quit your whining, get over it. You've signed like Ovechkin said when it was in Russia the one year, if it goes to Russia, I'm just going to retire and go to the Olympics. And a player has every
that was 2018. He said 2022. He said
which I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't think fans suffer personally because I think the fans get to watch best on best, but. I argue
a comment here too. It's not.
No, we already showed the comment about.
So wait. I have a question for you, Jacob. I have a question for you. And I don't know. I'm not going to say much else about this because at this point, it's all up to opinion. At this point, I don't think anybody's going to change my mind. I love having I found the Olympic hockey boring the last 2 editions, without NHL players there.
Right.
I do want to ask. How many players in the last 20-something years, let's say in the last 20 years, how many major like big NHL players have got hurt at the Olympic Games that affected their team's Stanley Cup final run. Like actually like affected and like down their odds of winning the Stanley Cup.
Okay, I can say 4 nations.
Significantly.
I can say 4 nations.
Well, I said Olympics.
Okay,
in the last,
same
four,
thing,
last 20 years in the Olympic Games, what major players have gotten hurt at the Olympics that have affected their team's run? 4 nations. I'm not asking about 4 nations. I'm asking about the Olympics because that's what we're talking
off the top
about.
of my head. I'd have to do
You gotta
some
say,
research.
well, like, because John Tavares is the only one I personally do remember is John Tavares got hurt, but the Islanders were going to win a cup anyways.
Well, you don't know.
Like, I'm pretty sure he got back and played in that run anyways, if they even made the playoffs that year. But it's like Steven Stamkos shattered his leg 3 months before the Olympics happened. Like, it's like these injuries and
he shattered his leg because he was training harder to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, like it's like that's something that's going to happen at the end of the day. Like it's just like it's like Marty St. Louis not going to the Olympics broke up what would have been a great Tampa Bay team. Like all of this, like I know that's not an injury, but it's like the Olympics does cause issues.
You have
great debate we're having here, by the way. Great question.
Zennerberg, Zuccarello, Kopecky, and Barkov, who all got injured during the Olympics in 2014.
Barkov got injured at the Olympics in 2014?
Yes, he did.
I don't remember that one. Matt Zuccarello, he's Swiss, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zennerberg, I know you didn't say, you said Olympics but 4 nations, but I am going to bring up how both Tkachuk brothers got hurt in 4 nations. That impacted the seasons for both teams. And Tkachuk admitted for Ottawa he was injured in that Stanley Cup playoff.
Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk won the Stanley Cup. Now
he
was injured.
Okay, hold on.
He was heavily injured.
But statistically had his worst playoffs he's ever had. Austin Matthews
won the cup,
is another one. Austin Matthews, everyone said he was hurt. And let's be honest, it didn't help him playing at 5 more very competitive games.
But then you have the flip side of it of Quinn Hughes, who I will gain new respect for. Last year, the 4 nations, even though he was healthy at the end and medically cleared to play, he did not play because he said it was more important for him to, as a captain of the Canucks, to be fully healthy and ready to do the Cup 1. So I think it's a great debate you two are having, but I think at the end of the day, I think I kind of solved the question. Yes, the player should be able to go to the Olympics, but it's up to the player. If the player feels good and feels healthy and feels like they can play 110 games that calendar year and go represent the country and make it away Stanley Cup final, 100% go for it. If you're someone like Quinn Hughes and say, hey, do what? I'd love to represent my country, but these are the fans that are paying my $12 million paycheck. These are the fans that are buying my jersey. I have to represent them first. And I think that's what it comes down to. Let the player decide for doctors or general managers or coaches which way to go. That way we get great entertaining hockey for our countries and international stage. They can represent the country. We all love that. And we also get the great franchise players chasing the cup. The reason why we watch hockey every day, right?
So also
great debate, guys. Great question, by the way. Love the question.
I've just done some more research. So John Tavares missed the majority of games down the stretch. The New York Islanders missed the playoffs. You can't tell me that did not affect their playoff run. Matt Zuccarello, again, Henrik Zennerberg, he missed a significant amount, and then Detroit fell three spots down the run. Can't say that didn't affect it. Zuccarello was back in time. So was Barkov. So okay, you can argue that, but here's my solution to all of this. And then we're going to get to some more comments here. And you guys are going to hate my take, but I'm going to give it anyways. Do what they do in basketball and put the hockey in the Summer Olympics. Problem solved. Problem
Wait, say it again, Jacob. I didn't hear you fully. Say it again.
The hockey in the Summer Olympics, like they do in basketball.
I don't think that solves anything. That just makes.
How does that not solve anything? There's no season.
Jacob, you're just adding more games, anyways. It doesn't make a difference.
But the season's over.
But you're making a bigger issue, though. You're not making the issue any better. You're just moving the problem.
Okay, but
Adam,
when do you want your player hurt? Before the season starts, or the midway point when you're desperate for wins to get into the playoffs?
Jacob, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying before you come back at me again.
Listen.
the same story. You're just moving the problem. I don't care that it affects your playoff run. I don't give two cares in the world about that statement. Let's move that one aside. You have the same issue that you're literally debating against, but you're moving it a couple months to after the playoffs. So the same issues still apply. You're not solving the issue. The issue is not solved. You're just moving the issue further down the line.
Yeah, but I'm moving it to a point where the players aren't in full go mode, and then they have a recovery time. You hit the Olympics, you're done the Olympics on a Monday. You're playing again on a Wednesday. If you're in the Summer Olympics, you're done the Olympics on a Monday, and you're not playing for a month and a half. You can chill in the ice bath, drink margaritas, go to St. Catherine Street, Montreal. You got tons of options.
You're moving the issue, Jacob. I don't think it solves anything. If that's what your goal was with that,
it gives you time to recover.
Like, it gives you a month to recover before you got to go to training.
Hockey
better, Adam? What's
I like
better?
that, Dan.
Recover for 2 days or recover for a month? What's a better recovery time?
But either way, you're moving, Jacob, your whole issue with the players going to the Olympics, you're not solving the issue. You're moving it's the same problem that you have with it is there when they go to the summer.
There's recovery time, but it's this. Not every single team's going to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, right? So you have that recovery time now, where like Connor Bedard's not that he made Team Canada anyways for some strange reason, but like you have the recovery time now to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, the NHL, Gary Bettman, I don't have his phone number. I can't call him up and give him my brilliant idea. Oh, I wish I could. I'd love to give Gary Bettman a lot of ideas. But let's get to some comments here. By the way, thank you very much for the question. As you can see, this has sparked a hot gas or ass debate. So here we go. Cheering for the Stanley Cup over a meh cup every 4 years. And I think this is where some fans feel it hurts their team. Other fans like Adam and Dan, they want to see best on best during this campaign. Imagine carrying an injury with Matthews with 0 cups over a cup run that makes me mad thinking about it. Oh, hold on. You said LOL. Sweden. Oh my God. Don't teams release the players?
That's a good question.
So maybe that's the insurance workaround. I'm not, Dean, to be honest with you, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not 100% sure.
I think he has a point, though.
Maybe that's what they do. I don't know. I will have to do a little more research on that.
Yeah.
What's up, Pig Nelsons?
Hello. Welcome back to the desk.
Always good to see you again at the desk. The NHL Olympics means nothing to me. It's tough, though, right? Because fans got what they got at Four Nations, and they're craving more. So I'm torn on it. I still think you just move it to the Summer Olympics, and at least you're giving players time to recover.
The way I look at it is if we didn't have the NHL players, the Olympics would be more like the Spengler Cup. I know disrespect to the Spengler Cup. It's great hockey. It's great entertaining. And I think some countries like Finland and Sweden – could put really competitive teams on the ice because of the Swedish League and
Germany
league and all that.
Don't forget the German leagues.
German leagues on prime example. But the Spengler Cup for Canada, do we really want that representing the Olympics? And no disrespect to the guys that try their hardest and play their hardest. They play very hard, and Canada has in the past, but very competitive teams in the Stanley Spengler Cup.
Okay, but how about the year where Latvia was able to get, it just wasn't the Olympics, this is the World Hockey Championship. Right. But how about Latvia winning bronze because they're not competing against all these other
Wasn't that the juniors?
That wasn't the juniors. That was the World Hockey Championship, the one that's during the NHL playoffs.
Right, okay.
So I don't know, like I can see both sides to it.
Yeah, because to your point, Jake,
am I gonna watch
those guys?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch
the spotlight, right?
I'm gonna watch the Olympics. It's gonna be some great hockey. But if I see Austin Matthews or William Nylander going down of a season-ending injury during the Olympics, it's going to be heartbreaking.
Oh, for sure.
And then we'll be having, I think, a very different conversation. Or maybe Adam will just still be like, I don't care, it was worth it. And if that's how you feel, that's fine. That's great. I love the passion.
I'm not saying it's like it's worth it to just send them because it's fun.
Just
But it's like this is such a dumb debate because at the end of the day, like they're going. Like the NHL's already agreed to it. So whatever we say doesn't make it's just a stupid debate at the end of the day. Because guess what? They're going. It doesn't matter if it's in the summer, it doesn't matter if it's in the winter, they're going to the Olympics. They want to go, so they're going. Yeah. I don't care what. Like, I don't care if they don't go in 4 years. They're going this year.
Mhm.
And it's like, if you're going to complain about injuries, well, guess what? Injuries happen anyways. That's a part of life. If you're going to whine about it,
right. You can literally.
if you're going to whine about it, go and whine about it on the internet, like all you want. But at the end of the day, these players are accepting the risk. If Austin Matthews gets hurt, who cares? He's already been injured, as everybody seems to be complaining about anyways. Like,
no, I don't just mean Austin Matthews.
No, but Jacob, I'm just saying, like, people are going to complain. I find it this way. Anytime something new happens, people cram for the Olympics. And then now the Olympics are coming and everybody's complaining about it.
Mind you,
people have been crying about us not going to the Olympics for 12 years.
I was in the unpopular minority that preferred the Olympics without the NHL in it. I'm just going to be honest.
I don't know. I'm just tired of everybody whining about this.
I don't think I'm whining.
It's happening. No, Jacob, I'm not talking about you. But I'm just saying, everybody whining about it is going to be happy when it happens. A lot of people are just going to be happy and they're going to stop complaining about it. And then they're going to go back to complaining about it if they don't go in another 4 years. Because then this was just a whole waste of everybody's time. Like, it's
well, I think if the NHL doesn't go back, I think you're going to see more like the Four Nations or a World Cup of Hockey or some sort of one ran by the NHL, because the NHL is not happy with a lot of the things that are being done.
It's their fault a lot of this is happening. This is all on the NHL. If the NHL just stopped and didn't try to get so heavily involved,
I think it
a lot
depends.
of this probably wouldn't have happened.
I think it depends what fan you're asking, because us being like me being a Maple Leaf fan, I want them to win the Stanley Cup in my lifetime. So yeah, I would want them to win the Stanley Cup. I mean,
why do I have to choose between Olympic gold and a Stanley Cup? I can want both. Like, if you're asking me to choose, I could care less. I just want my team to win, no matter what team it is. I don't really care who wins. I just want, no, sorry, I shouldn't say it. I want my team to win. I don't care if it's an Olympic gold or if it's a Stanley Cup. Just win something. I like to see my teams win.
Oh, for sure.
But, the Stanley Cup, look at Matthew Tkachuk. He literally his injury literally did nothing. It didn't cause any issues for Florida. Florida ended up winning.
They still won 2 Stanley Cups.
Yeah, you still got to win.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if the player gets hurt now. I'm not choosing between the two because at the end of the day, whatever happens at the Olympics happens. If that gets hurt, the Leafs still have to go out and win. I still want to go out and win. I'm not going to whine about it. I don't know.
For sure. I want to say thank you for the great question, Vol. I absolutely love it. I love a hot debate like this, especially thanks Jacob and Adam for going at it. That was very entertaining to see. I didn't want to interrupt during that lovely debate, but Kraken beat the Canucks 4-3 in a shootout. And Anaheim could not muster anything up against the Wild. It was 5-2. But Jacob, when you're gone, you had some more great comments.
Yes, I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was choking on my own saliva.
That's okay. At least you're here. That's the main thing.
But hey, you know what? We had a good debate, which we always love to have heated but respectful debates at the desk.
We want to go up. You have a comment. Yeah, there you go.
Let's get to some commentary. You think Germany would be rocking like the USA, but they both are kind of arse. Oh, I will say at least Germany, if you're talking World Juniors today, they did avoid relegation with an 8-4 win over Denmark. However, Denmark gave the Germans a bit of a scare.
They did. That was surprising.
Germany got up 4-1, then Denmark made it 4-3. So interesting there.
Sweden.
Oh, no, you look sad.
Who?
Emoji dude.
I don't even know what that is. Is that Bob the Tomato when he realized he's getting cut into a sandwich?
Oh, VeggieTales.
VeggieTales. I remember VeggieTales.
It's usually with the Olympics hockey, but that's just me with 0 injuries. No, and I understand fans are passionate about it, but as Adam did say, I mean, it's going to happen whether we agree, disagree.
Yeah. So why cry about it?
I'm looking forward to exciting hockey either way.
Yeah, why complain about it? Why waste so much energy complaining about it? This is my whole point is why complain about it when it's going to happen no matter what? So you can either A, not enjoy having a lot of fun hockey, a lot more fun hockey, or you could just complain about it and be miserable for 2 weeks during some fun Olympic games.
People
A or B, it doesn't really matter.
Full of box on my head. Yeah, so I did that for Boxing Day. I put a box
He
on my
only
head.
does it for Boxing Day. Dan doesn't
I
throw
think you mean, this is
Deutschland.
Deutschland.
Finland.
You're saying Sweden versus Finland for an Olympic final? That would be interesting.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Because remember,
Even
tomorrow
the junior final too.
It is 1:32 in the morning where we are.
Jeez.
We will be doing a Olympic roster breakdown.
Yes. Lots of great
We're all
content
still
coming
alive.
soon.
And I have an interesting one that I'm not even telling the boys about yet that I'm going to be doing on that show, and I want their opinion on it. But I'm not.
Damn it, Jacob! No surprises.
Surprise, mother trucker.
I will not give you a. Chris, you missed
How's
the
it
whole
going,
show.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Welcome back.
We've been yelling Sweden a lot.
Yeah, you missed a
We've been
lot.
talking World
Great
Juniors,
debate about the Olympics.
the Winter Classic, not in the winter.
Yeah, that's
we've
really
been debating
annoying.
Olympic
Fail.
rosters if the NHL should go or not.
U.S. is out at the juniors.
Yeah, we also discussed the what's been going on in the NBA. If we think Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be getting moved or not. Oh, David, Dan does not know what the go-go is, but I know what the go-go is.
What is the? I don't know what the go.
I will tell you guys later.
Oh, is it dirty?
Yes.
Okay.
Dan, that is something that's done at the go-go. Yeah, you've been missing the best desk ever. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always
That's
appreciate
awesome.
that. You know what, guys? We're just really over the moon, I'll say, with all the support we've been getting for this show. It will be our 1-year anniversary on January 6th. The most important thing that ever happened on a January 6th is that we started a podcast.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, we
Nothing
also
else has ever
discussed
happened.
The history of
Oh.
Yugoslavia.
That's right. Got some geography in there too.
Whatever.
Say it right.
They don't
We're
exist
talking
anymore. I
about
can say
some
it how I want.
drones. We're talking about some drones as well. The Kraken beat the Canucks 4-3 in a shootout. Minnesota beat the Ducks 5-2. So a couple games going on as we were talking as well.
Making sure everybody knows the scores from the NHL games.
Whatever.
That's what
I did
counts.
nothing.
That's what counts. Is the NHL games.
Jace. Oh, we do have LOLs in the chat.
That was loud. And
Every more needs love. That's very true.
oh, thank you.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of viewers, I will say, that don't always comment. So we will say that as well. So just because people aren't commenting doesn't mean, but I mean, obviously, we appreciate all the loyal viewers that are here for every episode, guys. We really do appreciate you.
Oh, 100%. We got viewers on the Twitch platform too. We got viewers on the YouTube platform, on the Facebook platform, and we got people on social medias and everything. So if you haven't yet, go over our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, like us, or our short videos, and some pre-recorded stuff on the Spotify and iHeartRadios as well.
Which we will be having a lot more pre-recorded shows coming up. That is part of the Monday announcement on what's going to be happening with pre-recorded shows moving forward. Because
Okay, so Jacob, you just ruined the surprise on Monday.
Adam, there's
Thanks
a
a
lot more surprises than that. I'm just giving them
Thanks
a little
a
bit of giving them a
I
little
know
bit of.
I know what most of the surprises
I'm
are.
giving them a little glass of the milk.
I'm pretty sure I know most of the surprises, but nobody tells me anything, so I can't really guarantee it all that. Can't guarantee I
you
know
know what?
most.
No matter how big or small we get, we're gonna still have this awesome atmosphere where honestly, a lot of times we're just hanging out with everyone.
100%. You know, when I had the idea of doing this, I thought about building a community, right? And getting everyone involved and going where the comments take us, right? That's why we don't just focus on one team or one sport. We try to get a little bit of everything, and we bring on people that have their expertise in different sports, right?
Unfish, you got to wait until Monday for the surprise.
I didn't
talk about a
Don't try
surprise.
to ruin it.
If
Don't
I give
ruin
you,
it yet,
I tell you the
folks.
surprise now, then you're not going to tune in on Monday. I mean, you probably will still tune in on Monday.
It's true.
But here we go. We have. I want to get into this comment, then we have some other comments about it as well. Canucks being the biggest shock in the Canadian teams.
Yeah, it's gotta be up there.
One for me because, like, I'll be honest, I had very low expectations for Vancouver coming into this year, and people told me that I was crazy.
Right.
Well, for me, it's not a shock. I think for a lot of other people, they were expecting better. I think they thought when Miller was gone, the drama was gone, a somewhat healthy Thatcher Demko, and this team could start turning it around.
The Thatchinator.
But I mean, I think them trading Quinn Hughes, as much as they went on a bit of a winning streak once they traded him, they've now, lost 2 of their last 3.
Okay.
We're back to some milk comments again.
Why are we no more milk comments? I'm pretty sure we said we were going to stop with those.
But yeah, I mean, you could argue the Jets are the.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Jets
went from almost number 1. We won the President's Trophy last year.
Yeah.
Why did we go with this?
I still say it's Ottawa personally because they've taken a huge step back in their like. Remember, they're a team that I think once they made the playoffs, fans were expecting them to do it again.
Well, that's their own fault. That's the fans' fault. I don't know why.
And they're just not, right? So
they're not that good.
I say they're going to lose the Grizzlies. They're going to lose their team.
Yeah. Possible. What do you mean, the Canucks? Oh,
no,
wow.
They won't lose the Canucks.
I don't think.
No, they won't lose Canucks. I might have meant the Grizzly basketball team move back to Vancouver. They have very loyal Canuck fans in BC. Remember the record, right? They almost sell it as often as the Leafs do, right?
I mean, it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper too.
Yeah, I agree with this. No chance. I don't see Vancouver losing their team. No way.
No chance.
What?
No chance in hell.
Dan, you are having a dance request in the chat, so
yeah.
Dan's got the moves like Jagger.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I really don't see Vancouver losing their NHL team anytime soon. They sell really well. They get good attendance. You hate to say it, Winnipeg, out of all the Canadian teams, they're the one that's in the most trouble.
Yeah,
because I don't think they'll lose the team either.
I don't think they will either because their attendance always improves once the CFL season's done. Like it or lump it, it's a football town, not a hockey town.
Right.
But when football's done, because remember, the Blue Bombers did sell out every game this year, including the Grey Cup, and they weren't even in it.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, they sold at least 52 tickets to all the players. So, But no, I mean, I think that is an interesting. Some people argue the Leafs are the most disappointing team this year.
Oh, yeah.
And it projected the Leafs would be fighting for a playoff spot at this point, and I mean, they are. The Hamilton Jets has a nice ring to it. I'd love to. Unfortunately, they'll never.
They're not going to
Hamilton, which sucks because Toronto and Buffalo both said no.
Because remember, Balsillie, Mr. Blackberry guy, wanted the team in Hamilton, and that would have been sweet.
Would you? Yeah, I would love.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Quebec City?
I'd love to see Quebec City get a team.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
The Quebec Nordiques, let's bring them back.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Bring it back.
So, I mean, yeah, I would absolutely love to see a.
We have an episode that a while ago that we did talk about different Canadian sports franchises expanding and what cities they would go to and what teams would be involved. We had great comments on that one too. Very good.
Happy birthday to you as well. And we will let Lane know. Lane's feeling a little under the weather.
Well, happy New Year's.
Jacob, did you just say happy birthday?
Did I say happy birthday?
This is happy New Year's.
It's happy New Year's.
Well, you know what? It's someone's birthday today.
That's true. Somebody.
New Year's, and I will I'll tell Lane to save you a dance.
Poor Lane is so dedicated, he lost his voice. He is so dedicated to the decks and everything has done, and he's a play-by-play announcer for the OJHL, so his voice is golden, and he needs a What's That voice. But otherwise, he was there in the comments earlier.
Okay, you know what? It's Eli Manning's birthday today.
There you go.
Happy birthday, Eli Manning.
Manning. Let's go.
And yet reading is hard.
It is. Holy
I
moly, it's
graduated high
hard.
school, but it wasn't easy.
Talking's good. I can talk, but reading, yeah.
Yeah, we have Eli Manning's birthday and Bobby Hall.
Oh.
So there you go. Some sport figures who birthdays are today.
Is that something you want to see on the show? Birthdays of sports people?
Dad, you know what? I think it's not your worst idea. The worst was when you wanted to give people directions to different arenas.
Oh, ways to the game. I want to talk about the best ways to get to different sporting events. I thought it was a good one. Say having a baseball game on the
what,
roof.
Dan, you would literally say to every single one.
Yeah, go trade.
Let's get to some more comments. I think Jacob is thinking of a box on his head. Guy's got the box. Yeah, that's definitely it. Once I saw Dan wearing a box, it was done.
Boxing Day.
Here we go. Here's an interesting idea. Say both NHL and MLB both come back to Quebec, but they do the same name switcheroo. Make the NHL team the Expos and the baseball team the Nordiques.
Wow, that would be something. Get away, sell some new merchandise.
I don't think those names would work in the I don't know. I think it'd be weird.
I
The
think
only thing you could do is you could certainly do cross promotion, like third jerseys, almost like cross dressing.
No, not that.
Who is the best Manning? I think it's got to be Peyton. I don't know, but Eli was more clutch.
Hey, I know what I'm gonna go out of the box here. Arch Manning.
Oh,
way too young, way too far in advance of him being that great. There's my answer.
Chris is saying no to the name switches. We're having a Peyton Manning in the chat.
Wow, he didn't even get a reason either. He just said no. Straight up, just no.
Name is no. Nope. Number is no, and I'm gonna let you go. Quebec hockey, we might have. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a pretty physical team, I bet, in Quebec. And there's also rumors about Quebec getting a second CFL team as well.
That would be cool too.
Laval potentially getting a Canadian football team.
Why not Quebec City?
Laval's already got a nice stadium. That's why. True. Because of the universities, you potentially have a built-in fan base.
Right.
Oh wow, a lot of comments here. Oh, that was a reference to sports birthdays. Yeah, I agree. That'd be weird.
Okay. I was just trying to figure outside of the box.
Any Manning that doesn't have or name or arm.
That's interesting. It's an interesting take.
Tonight's game: the Maple Leafs versus the Quebec Expos.
The Quebec Lindroses. That's a great name. That's a great name. That's hilarious.
I thought it was the Halifax Halliburtons. No, at one point they were the Halifax Schooners was talked about, but
well, that's a bad name.
It was. Well, it had to do with the fishing history there.
Oh, that's totally not why I thought of it. But you know what? I won't get into that.
No, don't. But but yeah, it was supposed to happen, and then the pandemic happened. So that but the CFO now says in 5 years they want to have expansion. Yeah, and Quebec City loves their football. I will say Quebec or Laval, you are going to
Quebec City, I'm telling you, that's the spot.
You will have an automatic rivalry, kind of like the Argos and the Ticats. So could work, right? Could make things a little more interesting. The Quebec Lindroses. That's a twist. I gotta agree with this comment. Oh, don't give him a concussion.
It's a good point.
He
already has had too many.
Logo would be a pacifier.
No,
that would definitely be the Mitch Marners. Come on. At least NHL players don't tend to murder.
What?
That's very true. I mean,
oh yeah.
Wow.
No, that's something professional wrestlers do.
Oh, and football players. So
that's true. That's a good point.
But we're not the Legal Eagle, like another YouTube channel that I tend to watch sometimes. So we're not going to get into legalities of that. But yeah, interesting conversation about maybe where we could. I'd still love to see an NHL team in Halifax. I know it won't happen, but I'd love it.
The population's not big enough.
Well,
Well,
the population is big. I was like 1 million people there.
It's
Figure
the
out these
bigger-
small cities outside.
The bigger issue is when you for travel, right? It's just
Yeah.
with all the snowstorms.
Get
But then
over
again,
it.
It's so out of like.
But there's teams in Winnipeg. They got a crap ton of snow. So
I love how Dan's just like, get over it. He's
Yeah, like hop on an
Dan's answer
airplane
to
and
that
get
is Adam's
over it.
answer to the Olympics. More comments here. Would Toronto be mad if the new Quebec team was called the Quebec Maple Saps?
Oh, that's a good
Quebec
name
Maple
too.
Syrup.
I like that. I like
We
that. name.
don't know what
name.
happens in Quebec, and that's okay.
Fair enough.
I haven't been to Quebec in a very long time. We went to Quebec once, and our car overheated.
That's
And
right.
then we had to turn around and come back. So we drove to
A
Montreal
Sunfire.
in a day. That was fun. A good old J body.
That's right.
Why isn't there a CFL team PEI Halifax?
That's what I've been saying for years.
Now they talk about the travel as one of the hiccups, but I would love to
Get
see
over it.
That's Dan's solution to everything. Just get over it. There's no ifs, ands, or
No, but for sure, like I got really mad. I'll be blunt here. I got really mad when commissioner said 5 years. I'm like, whoa, you need a 10th team like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but Dan, 5 years is realistic.
No, you needed it yesterday. Get it done. You
5
got
years
the
is
arena. You
realistic.
got the name. You got the fans. You got the rivalry. Just do it.
No, but the difference is, Dan, 5 years is realistic because you got to get it done. You got to get it approved. You got to build all the logos. You got to do some kind of fantasy draft. Like
Perfect. Do it all in the off season.
No,
The off season's now. Do it now. Do it now.
that's a lot of work, Dan.
I know.
Jacob, it's okay. I mean, Dan, sorry. No, I meant Dan. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Dan. I'm sure they'll get it done.
I don't
on
see
their
putting
timeline.
the CFL's been very clear they don't want to go to America. They've made that like abundant, which I thought with the shrinking the field, I thought they might be looking at if the UFL failed going to St. Louis. That's what I thought as soon as I saw that, to be honest.
Right.
But no, they don't want to be going. They're saying that's not looking at American. I was even wanting that or Mexico City. People might laugh at me there, but the air travel from Mexico City is no further than Vancouver for most of these teams. And as Dan would say, just get over it.
Yeah, just get over it. The PEI Anne of Green Gables.
I like that.
That's great. Oh, that's
Like the little
phenomenal.
Wendy's logo.
I think
a
that's one of the best
phenomenal
names we've
name.
seen.
I love it. That's great.
That is a
idea.
phenomenal name.
Love
That
it.
is a phenomenal name.
That
Love
is
it.
phenomenal.
Mm.
But
Just like the phenomenal AJ Styles. Professional wrestler, guys.
I don't know.
I assumed you guys didn't know who that was, so
No.
just letting you know.
Well, I'll be Lane. Lane's the wrestling guy.
Lane, dashing dash coach.
He's the dashing.
He is normally
dad.
with us at the desk, but as we said, he's feeling a little under the weather.
Mm.
But
He's feeling under. He's not very dashing right now.
There's no
He's not very
voice.
dashing right now.
he has no voice, which is not good.
Kind of needed to do this.
Yeah, we did have to read that book series.
I didn't. Haha.
Mm.
That's mean. But I didn't.
F it. Give Buffalo a CFL team, new stadium that's going to be empty most of the time, anyways.
That's an interesting take.
I mean, Buffalo usually pretty much sells out.
Why not? Even if we sold half of it, it would be probably the most of the CFL attendance.
I don't honestly. I don't. If you were going to go to the States, you can't go where there's an NFL team.
Yeah,
That
but
was
it's
like-
during a different time of year.
No, it wouldn't work. I think your best bet. I still think in Canada, your best bet is to already look at college markets that do well.
No, I get that.
That's why I've
So
said
Laval.
London, Ontario. I think could potentially work
London,
if you're looking
yeah.
to put another team in Ontario with Western.
Like,
Smart, Jacob. That's
You know
smart.
what's interesting? How many times has Dan said to me, "Why do you want to talk CFL in January and December?"
no, it's
It
good.
always-
I love it.
We always end up at CFL. Like, it doesn't matter
I
what
love
we're
it.
talking about. We always end up at the CFL anyways. It always ends up in a CFL discussion. I think Jacob secretly has CFL like written in big letters on his screen, and then he's like, "Okay, time to push it. Time to push the CFL conversation." Jacob gets tired of everything.
I do love the CFL. Like I will,
Yeah.
I've said it.
Our
before.
viewers up to CFL too, so
We
thank
got
you.
viewers who really like the CFL. Well, boys, from David here, because we are planning a trip to Belleville, so expect some
That is
content.
true.
I don't have Snapchat. I'm too old for that.
I have Snapchat.
I
I
have
don't fully
Facebook.
understand it.
I
but
thought Dan was about to look up at my screen and be like, "Adam, do you know Snapchat?" I don't. I don't have it. I deleted my account.
Yeah, the Bills are a
Getting it
religion.
back.
It's quite odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, those new
Those
new
commercials?
is a little odd sometimes. How like they're blessing people through a table.
Yeah, smashing
Oh,
the tables. Yeah.
Not a CFL fan. Okay, I stopped the CFL. I will say, if you haven't watched much of the CFL, I do recommend you give it a try.
100%.
I love how he also said, "Not me. CFL can suck it." Like he has no remorse for his actions.
Now he does. Look how sad he is.
Yeah.
I agree with Christopher.
True.
What's not to love? No, maybe that's about the Bills' religion comment. Wait, no, he's what who said the Bills' religion comment. But
No, it's the CFL, bud.
CFO, yeah.
Well, he wants to plan a seat row.
So, David, we'll chat tomorrow or the next day off air about that so we can start to plan that out, because we do it if we want to plan that road trip out. We got to put the third row back in the Escalade, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
We should do
an old Escalade, by the way.
Okay, we got to do a video of us traveling to Belleville.
Oh yeah.
All four of us in your car.
Make sure the child safety locks are on. So
that's true. So Dan can try to break out. That'd be so funny.
My apologies to the CFL. You know.
Oh, don't apologize. Everyone's open.
No, you better apologize, because that's not a Cookie Monster emoji.
Please do. I appreciate you apologizing.
And see, look, Christopher's happy we're talking CFL in January.
Go to this. Christopher clearly doesn't like Belleville very much.
We were talking about going to Belleville Senators game, because we've gone to a few Toronto Marley games, and we've seen the Senators play the Marley. So we've talked about David. David lives out in Cornwall and is a Senators fan as well.
We might also hit up some Ice Dog games.
Yeah, down Niagara.
Let's go give it to him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, and also, too, I went to school in Belleville. So on purpose, yes.
Well, that's not the point, Jake.
Yeah.
We're not going to go visit
on
your
purpose.
school.
Maybe we will. We'll walk around my old stomping grounds. Go make
Nah.
fun
I'll take a nap at that
I'm
point.
not going to do that. But yes, the CFL does still use female cheerleaders. That is correct.
Yeah. 100%.
I love how that's his question.
Wow, I want to answer it.
He's got his priorities. He's got his priorities straight.
Yeah, clearly straight.
About why he's going to be a fan of the CFL.
But I would say on that bombshell, that's a perfect way to end the show for this morning, because it is 1:54 in the morning in our time zone.
Yeah,
you guys just don't go to bed.
Well, Jacob, you don't.
I don't go to bed either, actually, and officially too. Yes.
And we're just over 2 hours, Dan. Isn't that perfect? Isn't that perfect too? We got just
okay. We do have. You know what? We do have. We're gonna do a full pregame show, Funfish, on Sunday for that, and we'll give our thoughts on that one. But I will say, I think this will be a very, very close game. So you got to tune in.
Please
Sunday.
Never prediction, Will.
You got to hear you got to wait till Sunday to hear our thoughts on that one. Dan, don't you do it?
Okay.
I'm looking right at you, Dan.
Okay.
Actually, Dan, don't do it. Sorry.
Season.
Yeah, also, Christopher, we're also going to call it a night. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us at the Analyst Desk. What, Dan?
God,
just want to say thank you. We gained 3 new subscribers during the shows. We're only 2 away from 100. We're at 98 right now. So thank you, everyone.
Well, then we got to do the. Thank you very much, everyone, for subscribing. Gosh, we got a couple more comments. Canada leaving yellow beads in the U.S. cereal.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Always good to hear from you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, everyone. Thank you.
Will Bo be a J?
Oh, that's a good talk. Oh, I think he will be. I think he will be.
You will not.
Yes.
Adam, quickly. Bo Bichette, staying a J, yay or nay? I'm saying no.
Yay.
Yay.
We got 2 yays and a nay. So we got 2 gases and an ass. I'm the ass. Have a
Later.
cookie. Crazy
Yes, I was
emojis in the chat.
Oh, I was eating a cookie before. Did you guys not see?
I did.
Cook. I did see that. Cookie.
But guys, think David did not see you eating a cookie, Adam.
No, David said no
Oh.
Boba Fett, I think.
F off, Bo. I agree.
No,
But
he said boo, not Bo. He said boo.
okay, we're gonna head to bed, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Not together. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching the Analyst Desk, where every day feels like game day. I'm the sports analyst, Jacob Moore, joined by Adam, who wasn't bit by a spider. He was bit by a goat. And Mr. Moore for your money.
Woo!
Have a great night, morning, whatever the heck time zone you're in. And we'll see you guys later for some Olympic roster breakdown. We'll post on social media when we're going live. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.